PlayStation gear. Status online no more. Console crash to the floor. Join the other side. PlayStation's where we ride. Xbox is cooking my friend. Time for a new trend. Social media's clear. Switch to PlayStation gear. Look at the memes flying. Tweets and posts ain't lying. Gamer hearts are crying, but New Horizons trying. Stuck on loading screen, no gameplay scene. Promised it would be great, guess it's too late. Xbox is cooked, my friend. Time for a new trend. Social media's clear. Switch to PlayStation gear. Status online no more. Console crash to the floor. Join the other side. PlayStation's where we ride. And get the memes flying. Tweets and posts ain't lying. Gamer hearts are crying, but New Horizons trying. Look at the memes flying. Tweets and posts ain't lying. Gamer hearts are crying, but New Horizons trying.
Important cloud. Yeah. Just buy a PS5 and you will see the level of quality. It's a game changer. Graphics to the gameplay. It's a whole new world, can't you say? They got balance and it's cloud and Tifa. And days how they gonna beat ya. Now you can sign up for the Game Pass for $1 or get a PC to wait. Just buy a PS5 and be their date. Just buy a PS5 and you will see the level of quality. It's a game changer. From the graphics to the gameplay, it's a whole new world, can't you say? I'm tired of the same old game, playing on repeat. Gotta break free, gotta find something sweet. Then I heard about a brand new thing, a gleaming dream, PS5. where the devs gather. Passion and talent, filled with laughter. Oh yeah, creating worlds where dreams come true. A place where games are made for you, for you. The air is buzzing with innovation, boundless creativity in every creation. From fantasy realms to futuristic scenes, the possibilities go beyond our dreams. In the frosted classroom where magic takes flight, Xbox Game Studios making PS5 versions so bright. From the minds of PS5 ninjas, a vision unfolds where PS5 quality reigns and stories are told. Xbox Game Studios, there is a frosted glass room where all the devs are glad, where quality can't come too soon and the games don't turn out bad. They improve on poor released Xbox games with physical version, DualSense features and better performance. In the frosted glass room where magic takes flight, Xbox Game Studios making PS5 versions so bright. From the minds of PS5 ninjas, a vision unfolds where PS5 quality reigns and stories are told. Frosted glass room where Matt Booty is not. They're the best versions of Xbox games win. Phil told you he hears you and games will come soon. The secret is team making PS5 games in the frosted glass room. Oh yeah, frosted glass room. Baby, come on, let's play a little game. Goo goo gaga, we're all in the same frame. Grab your Game Pass, load it up real quick. Dive into the virtual world, ready to click. Ooh, yeah. Goo goo gaga, there are no players, can't you see? Jumping in the game, baby, you and me. Feel the waiting list to join my Xbox party. Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games. What are we doing here? Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games. What are we doing here? Baby, come on, let's play a little game. Goo goo gaga, we're on the same frame. Grab your Game Pass, load it up real quick. Dive into the virtual world, ready to click. Yeah, goo goo gaga, there are no players. Can you see? Jumping in the game, baby, you and me. Fill the waiting list to join my Xbox party. Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games. What are we doing here? Goo goo gaga, Game Pass games. What are we doing here?
era rollout, the PlayStation 5 was nearly impossible to come by.
Hunting for a new PlayStation for Christmas or an Xbox Series 10? Good luck.
That guy's here with a big announcement. Microsoft is proud to bring a new console. But wait a minute, listen close to the words I say. They swear it's Nintendo, it's an Xbox. Oh yeah, no, we told you before, it's an Xbox. But what's the name? That Xbox Series 10. I'll say it again, Xbox Series 10. Good suck again, now it's called. So there's deal with a big announcement. Microsoft is proud to bring a new console. But wait a minute, listen close to the words I say. Swear, wasted Xbox Series 10. I'll say it again, Xbox Series 10. We suck again now. Now it's Carless. We're number 4 or 5, hey, don't you know? Here with the big boys put on the show, yeah. Xbox Series 10, don't want a name, can't you tell? We're playing the failed game on. But we suck again, what a surprise, and here we go. Competing with the big boys put on the show. Xbox Series 10, don't want a name, can't you tell? We're playing the failed game on. Oh, we suck again, what a surprise, here we go. Confusing our customers, oh what a ride, Xbox Series S, also known as Booster. Who needs clarity, we'll just make it looser. Then I got a tale to tell about a little console that didn't do so well. Trying to play it cool with no exclusive games, but ended up confusing fans, what a shame. Xbox Series 10, or is it Xbox Series X? Man, I can't keep up with these name tricks. One day it's Project Scarlett, the next it's Series X. Come on Microsoft, what the heck? Oh, we suck again, can't even get our name right. Losing fans, causing a console fight. Xbox, you're playing with my brain. Can't we just stick to a name for crying out loud? What are we doing here?
Xbox Series 10? Good luck.
Astro Bot, flying high, spaceship in the sky. Galaxies collide, crew is scattered wide. Alien rival came, wrecked our mothership in flames. Now we need to save starlit worlds we crave. Jump, punch, run. Froggy gloves on. Collect the crew on 50 planets new. Sponge, Astro Bot, giant across the starry quiet. Platform power high in the deep space night. Over planets more, belts and meteor, galactic heroes soaring, hyperdrive explore. Jump, punch, run. Froggy gloves on. Collect the crew on 50 planets new. Alien rival came, wrecked our mothership in flames. Now we need to save starlit worlds we crave. Jump, punch, run. Froggy gloves on. Collect the crew on 50 planets new. Sponge, Astro Bot, giant across the starry quiet. Platform power high in the deep space night. Over planets more, belts and meteor, galactic heroes soaring, hyperdrive A new console is here. Mark Cerny's in the building, ready to make it clear. SSDs blazing, loading times are a breeze. PS5 Pro, taking gaming to the next degree. Graphics in 4K, colors pop like a dream. Ray tracing in action, it's a whole new scene. Resolution scaling, bringing visuals to life. Mark Cerny's got the passion, he's ready to ignite. From speedy loading screens to the virtual worlds, PS5 Pro, the power unfurls, unleashing speeds that you've never seen. Mark Cerny's got it covered, he's a tech machine. Over time, but here comes Mark Cerny with his tech game strong. Gonna burn down Xbox through PlayStation's decom. Mark coming for Phil with the PS5 Pro in hand, flexing that power, gonna make the stand. Phil running scared, he's got no innovation on his side. Gonna show what Xbox don't got, still taking us on a ride. Graphics in 4K, colors pop like a dream. Ray tracing in action, it's a whole new scene. Resolution scaling, bringing visuals to life. Mark Cerny, checkered shirt, ready to throw down. PS5 Pro, gonna take the gaming crown. Phil Spencer, stuttering like Satcha. Hona, hona. PS5 Pro on fire, gonna bring the fun. Unstop the tech, cutting edge and advance with the power of the PS5. Gonna make you dance. Phil sweating bullets, can't keep up the pace. Cerny shows no mercy. Game over, he got this race. Satcha stuttering, saying on a hona. Cerny will shine them all like a supernova. The gaming world, your undisputed king. Check it showdown, Mark Cerny's ready to begin. Mark Cerny is ready to begin.
scrubbers I was talking about, then they end up being just for us.
Yeah, PS5 Pro stepping on the scene, gonna stomp you out with his powerful machine. Machine learned, coming at you fast, you're gonna learn the hard way, this will be a blast. Games, that's what we bring, unleashing the fire will make your ears ring. You can challenge us, but you can't compare. PS5 Pro reigns supreme. We're true play, ain't no chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne, it's our time. Step aside, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way, and it's gonna bring the pain. And it's gonna bring the pain. Mark's already gonna whisper in your ear about more SSDs, machine learned human real. Now on the yacht, Herman bringing in the goods. How smart can this little guy be? He knows what dancing on machine will bring it to gamer. Can't wait to be seen. No chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne, it's our time. Step aside, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way.
Producing technology useful in both worlds. It doesn't mean that we as Sony simply incorporated the PC part into our culture. This continuous improvement in AMD technology may be dangerous to rely on teraflops as an absolute indicator of performance, and CPU count should be avoided as well. In the case of CPUs,
ain't over, no chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne, it's our time to rise. Step aside, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way, it's gonna bring the pain. Oh. Opportunities arise inside the studio. The coffees are brewing, Matt serving. Ain't no time for a snooze. He's pumping caffeine, fueling the fall strings, sipping on Joe, creating the flow. From the beats to the games, it's all in his game scoping. Snackable games and addictive battle passes, that's the way it goes. Booty bouncing from the studio, trash finger in tow, making quality suck, but Phil says it's a go. Game Pass got my back, it's alright or die. Even with trash finger, I'ma touch the sky. Oh yeah, booty bounce, trash finger quality. Game Pass got my back, don't you see? Booty bounce, trash finger quality. Oh, yeah. Phil says it's okay, it's all for the Game Pass league.
Yo, what's up, grinders? Sorry, I was trying to get rid of all the boxes that are all over the screen, man. All these tabs are open. Sorry about that. I was like, where is the show? Where is the show? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, yo, shout out to Twisted Sin. Yes, I'm gonna update those grinders, man. He's over 2 years. He's over platinums. I definitely have to update that grinding list, man. The members are going crazy. And yep. Also, they're going ups and downs. So like every time I try to go in there to add an emoji, it keeps saying that I need more people. So we're gonna have to overshoot it, grinders. I think at least 25 so members to overshoot it, because it keeps going up and then down, and I can't add that new emoji there. So just give a heads up to anybody that wants to get a VIP. We're on our way to trying to get that 20th emoji in-house here at the Gaming Grindhouse. Also, we're on our way to 3K. So to do something a little different, shout out to Twitch that's in gave me the idea. He's like, yo, let's play some music. And I got all these Gaming Grindhouse songs, you know, from the records that are released to everybody. So like, hey, why don't we jam to them and listen to them, so you guys have some background music while you're getting in the chat and getting heated up for the Gaming Grindhouse. So there you go. So yeah, just put a playlist together and do that. And by the way, Ultimate Grinders get brand new songs day one. So those songs, when they came out, the Ultimate Grinders had that at the Ultimate Grinding tier. You get it on day one in a playlist, so you can listen to it just like that there. So heads up. Also, VIPs have their own kind of little playlist that I send out for the VIPs as well. So those are the VIPs. That's the stuff. We're on our way to 3K with just under 70 more subscribers to get to 3K. Still making plans as to what that 3K show extravaganza will be. Will Gopal be there? Gopal. I don't know. He's so good. He's named twice. Oh my goodness. Gopal. And hopefully you like that video, man. That reaction to that video. We may have some classics tonight. We will see. I got some stuff lined up. I thought I would do something with a little blast from the past here. Gopal song is going to be a VIP Ultimate Grinder exclusive. I do have it here. I've been listening to it and editing it, and sounds pretty good. So Gopal, he's in there. Maybe you hear that. So I got a Gopal, Ninja Hillbillies. These are upcoming. There's a couple that just released today for the Ultimate Grinders, but I do a couple here. Got Ninjas, the Hillbillies. Gopal, so good. He has his own echo, man. Gopal echoing in the halls. There you go. That's going to be a song that'll be forthcoming. Echo in the halls on here. So what's up, Rays? How you doing? Grinders coming on in here. Hit that like button. Starting a little early tonight. Again, it hasn't been tons of topics. It's been the same kind of fallout of things. And dude, oh man, I had such a crazy day at work, man. My head is killing me. I have a drink. I might even crack open my Oktoberfest because it's been one of those days. It's been one of those Mondays. You know, has anybody came up to you and go, somebody got a case of the Mondays? Nah, man. You get yourself beat up for saying something like that. Well, somebody got a case of the Mondays, dude. Today was insane. I'm just like, I was so looking forward to just coming on here and grinding it out with you guys because it was such a crazy day. I need that escape from there, dude. So it has just been there. Yeah, Frogs, I guess he's been good. I haven't seen him online. I haven't seen Frogs online. I think he moved. He was moving and stuff like that. I got to call him up, see what's going on with the Frogs. Man, we got to get him back for the holidays. Get him on here again. He came on a few weeks ago, and then he's been, I think he was moving around. He was going somewhere. Yeah, Miss Tess, I know. But yeah, this is like my this is like my Monday happy hour type thing. That's right, Sam C. DJ Grindhouse with the freshest. That's a good DJ Grindhouse jazz. There we go. Yeah, man, I love DJing stuff, dude. It's raining outside. Gaming Night says, damn, Sweet Willie, how you doing? How you everybody doing on there? Hit that like button. Yeah, so there hasn't been tons of topics. Like, it's really just been the fallout of everything, right? So like I put some stuff together here that I think it's real interesting. Yes, exactly. No, hell no, man, Matty Beach. You get your ass beat for something like that. Exactly. Yeah, where's Pacta? Yeah, the end of consoles, dude. And then that's the thing. Like, it is pretty. Oh, there we go. You know what? I'm cracking it open then, Mr. Tennis. Mr. Tennis is drinking. I'm going to get one too. I'm cracking my Oktoberfest open. Hold on. I'm cracking that Oktoberfest open. There we go. Oh, hold on. I'm going to crack this thing open. Where is it? Don't look away, Grinders. I'm cracking open a grinder.
Move on. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here. Please.
Cheers, Mr. Tennis. I'm drinking. PC Hawk I already made. A song about Concord. Where were you? Are you not a member? CPC Hawk? Because you decide to go incognito, you don't get that song about Concord that you could get all excited about. Pull out the lotions. Nah, man, PC Hawk. You can't. I did make a song about Concord. I did. Actually, I played it. He still loves himself some Concord. But yeah, so, you know, a thing that I've been seeing. Oh, damn, Steven's going to rum and coke. I was doing just an Oktoberfest. A pumpkin beer. Yeah, dude. Oktoberfest is the best. I do like that. So, yeah, we're just going to run down the list. But, you know, starting the whole thing, it's really, you know, this whole PS5 Pro thing that's going on, that you're seeing the stands selling out, the disk drives. I got my disk drive. I told about the trade-in stuff that was going on over at GameStop. And, you know, the thing is that this preparation for the PS5 Pro, there's a lot going on. And in the same vein, people also are saying, we don't want it, it doesn't need to exist, and all this other fubbub that's going on here. The thing is that people are just excited for new tech. People are preparing for what they want. But I have to say, you know, one of the things is that, did they show enough at that Sony thing to warrant excitement? A little bit, but is it enough? Is it $700 enough? For a lot of people, that's their decision. But they explained what the theory of the PS5 Pro is. And I don't know how many friggin' times you got to say this, but the idea of the PS5 Pro was that your performance modes are going to look better. So screenshots may not do the Pro justice. It may be a video clip of before, or PS5 running this in fidelity mode, and a PS5 Pro running this in fidelity mode, and seeing the frame rate. That's what the Sony presentation was about, and they were going to achieve that with three things. Like, everybody just glosses over it. They think they're going to see like a current gen video photo of something, and then the Pro is going to make it look like a next gen. Like, all of a sudden, dude's going to have like full, like, you know, 3D hair models and things that it's going to look real. But that wasn't what the guy said. Mark Cerny, aka old Mark Cerny, actually, or aka Dana Carvey, basically was like, hey, we're going to merge fidelity and performance modes together. People are looking at resolutions. They look at the resolution, but it's the point is that your fidelity modes will run at higher performance, or your performance modes will not have as many things turned off in order to achieve that performance. That's the thing. That was the idea of the whole thing. It's making performance modes look better. And they're doing that with upscaling. They're doing that with some sort of advanced ray tracing. They're doing that with the extra power of the GPU. That was it. That's all we know. And the little bit that they shown, was it enough? I don't think it was to go crazy about it. In both directions, super excited or super negative, I don't think it was enough. So that's the kind of what the hell this thing was. And I do think that Sony got to line up and show what's coming. But people are going to be like, you know, there's going to be this level of hate because of the have-nots, of people that of the Xbox, that Xbox is just not around. And I said this over last year, and in January, I said the fact that Microsoft will not be part of this conversation when people start talking about a PS5 Pro and a Switch 2 in the console space, everything's moving forward, and the Xbox is sitting there with like the same old stuff. They're not keeping up with the Joneses. They are not in the conversation. That is going to be very detrimental, not only to them on shelves, but also to their fans and to their brand. Like, they were trying to offset the PS4 Pro with Project Scorpio and then get ahead of the PS5 announcement with Project Scarlett. They tried to leapfrog Sony in the sense that they tried to not announce their console, but announce their console, if you know what I mean. And that's basically what they did the last two times. They did not let it go uncontested without any kind of like, we're part of it too. They even teased high fidelity VR, which was a knock against PSVR because PlayStation VR wasn't in that high fidelity conversation. It was, when you say high fidelity, he was referring more to what Oculus and Vive were doing, like PC VR, where Sony was coming out with the PSVR, which was sort of like on the lower end. This was sort of like a consumer-friendly one. But Phil said not just VR, high-fidelity VR. And they're nowhere to be found. Unless they come out with some sort of Project Portable, which is going to be in its own different conversation. It's not directly competing with the PS5 Pro. Instead, they have the same hardware out there with just more terabytes in it. That's it. And no games. And no games. And this is the thing. Like, they come out with another console. Where are the games? Like, what games? Janky Jones? Janky Jones. It was hell. This was supposed to be their year, too. Janky Jones. So, when we have new hardware, they're not part of it. And people are just preparing for it. You know? People are out there.
Prepare ship! Prepare ship!
They're preparing. And, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, because the disk drives are flying off the shelves and the stands, like, this thing's going to be, like, you know, the next coming of PlayStation. It's not going to be. It never was intended to be. It's an additive console to the PlayStation family, a more powerful console. And if anything, it may even move the PS5 more because now the PS5 will have a better perceived value because it's cheaper than the PS5 Pro. Rather than just being the only $500 console sitting on store shelves, it's like, well, wait a second, that 500 looks better than 700. And even if they drop that PS5 on sale, that $700 price is going to stand out and the PS5 will look like an even bigger value. And on top of that, the games that they are announcing that are going to be coming to the PS5 are coming to the whole entire PS5. That's the thing. They're coming to the entire PS5. So Wolverine is not, oh man, that's going to move pros. No, it's going to move PlayStation 5s, whether they be pros or regular PlayStation 5s. That's the thing. There's no harm, no foul. Like when they announce a whole bunch of games coming, Naughty Dog, Ghost of Tsushima, Wolverine, which we know, Death Stranding 2, when they start dropping those games, Naughty Dog's game and Cory Balrog's and all these things, that's a win for the entire PlayStation console, not just the Pro. That don't justify the Pro. That's for it all. Now, the modes that may be available on the Pro or the fidelity that you're getting with the frame rate, that might be a sell for the Pro. But the game's existence, that's a W for all of them. And that's the thing. Games like Astro Bot, you know, they're saying that Astro Bot did pretty well. Like it was number 2 in sales in the UK. It's not doing millions, like tons of millions, but it is not one of their highest franchises, which, you know, it's definitely a unique game. I think that a lot of it's going to get a lot of praise in the awards. I think it's an absolutely incredible game, but, you know, they're not, you know, the Spider-Man and all that other stuff, but it's doing well. You know, they're looking strong. Piscatella said right here, you know, he said right here, Piscatella, where is this? Hold on, I got this light in my eye. He said, don't talk weeklies, but want to add that some content the UK reporting from last week across both physical and digital, Astro Bot ranked 2 in unit sales in the US. And September 7th, behind only NBA 2K5. And that's Astro Bot DualSense was the week's best-selling accessory. Solid week one. Dude, that's pretty wild. That Astro Bot DualSense, the week's best-selling accessory. So, yeah, dude, Astro Bot's friggin' incredible. It's awesome. It's such a refreshing game. After all these kind of games that are trying to do other things and or doing the same thing, all this other stuff, and the fact that something just comes out and it's like that traditional game where you just kind of like unlock things and things are there. There's no like kind of like paid content, earn some real in-game credits to buy something. It's just like it's all there. Get the characters, the gotcha machines there to get the abilities for the characters that you rescue. Like it's all in there. And I feel the same way too with the Space Marine, which is another freaking awesome game. I'm like, I don't know how much I'm there. I'm about like 8 missions in. I just keep doing them. They're just fun. It does get a little samey after a while. Like you are shooting the same, like, you know, doing similar things. Like it's definitely built for co-op. The Space Marine, the Warhammer Space Marine 2, like it's definitely there. That you're kind of in that kind of similar things, like you're fighting a bunch of hordes of enemies. The backgrounds look incredible. Hold down certain spaces. Definitely has that co-op feel to it, but really is good. But Astro Bot is awesome as well. These two great games that came out took me away from Wukong because I was struggling fighting that boss, fighting for my life, like Dusty Bin. But yeah. But I think, you know, Astro Bot's it's doing well. You know, I think it's doing well, and I think that's great for, you know, just experimentation and putting that out there, and you know, showing that, you know, traditional platformers do, you know, people want them. The Silent Hill's coming out. Yeah, that's right. Silent Hill's coming out. That's right. I also got the I got that Funko Fusion game. So my son liked the Funko stuff. It's not bad, but it's definitely a little. They enticed everybody with like Jaws and all this other stuff, and then the 4 worlds you can choose is like Jurassic Park, Scott Pilgrim, and what is the other one? Scott Pilgrim, Battlestar Galactica, and another one. So it's not. It's all right. Like it has a good shoot. Like shooting's fun. It's fun popping the heads off of them on Funkos. They do have like you drink the sodas to get energy and stuff like that. It looks pretty good too. Like I haven't run into any crazy hitching. A little bit of frame drops when you move into different areas, but it's not bad. It's not bad. But he likes the Funkos. He likes unlocking them and doing that stuff. You know, say holy crap. Sauteed the whole slate rank my Giants, dude. Giants are horrible on that. You score touchdowns and a team just kicks field goals over you when you don't have a field goal kick. What a disaster. Oh my God, the friggin' Giants. Peter Molyneux, tell them about the New York Giants.
It was a disaster, Ryan. It was a disaster.
It was a train wreck, a disaster. It's like Lego. It does have a little bit of that charm, like, you know, blowing up everything, like destroying everything and getting some things, get vinyl. It's hard though. It's a definitely a harder game. It's not very simple. Like, and there's not tons of puzzles on it, but yeah, so those are the kind of games I've been playing on that stuff. But Astro Bot, absolutely incredible doing that stuff. Like I said before too, you know, definitely get it. The Astro Bot controller is freaking awesome, and recommend that stuff as well. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sate the whole slate's telling me our kickers hurt all week. Let's not activate them. Just kick the extra point. We're not asking like half a field kicks. Just kick the extra point. Ridiculous. Ill prepared for the trash. And that's a division loss too. Good job, Giants. Garbage. But yeah, man, Astro Bot, dude, doing its thing. And that's the other thing too. You know, one of the stuff that's really cool is the the physics, dude. The physics in the game and all this stuff, it really is a little charming. And the character outfits, like, and I don't want to spoil some things about it, but really, they really pay homage to their games, and in the fact that you actually play mechanically wise their old games. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Ron M with the 10. He goes, thought I would try this since the member gifting isn't working. Have to. Astro Bot is a rock solid gauge. Well, thank you so much, Ron M. I don't know why the gifting is not working, but I appreciate all your support, man. Thank you again for that. So, Grinder, let me know if the gifting's not working. YouTube is doing wild. Solid game. I think you meant solid game on that one. No problem, Ron. I got you. I got you on that one. So, you know, these rumors came out today. There's a couple of rumors that came out. Two big ones. One was this new one about the Switch 2. Like I said, this is not the time to be talking about portable devices. Phil? Oh, man, prepare ship. That's what he said, prepare ship. A new rumor from Family Switch 2 has begun mass production in China. The system's name is Switch 2. How original. There will be a black and white Joy-Cons. As always, take it with a grain of salt until officially revealed by Nintendo. Obviously, the Switch 2 is coming.
25. It's coming.
It's coming. And let me tell you something. The Switch 2 is going to go bonkers. Bonkers. All right? This is what I mean when we had... Where's Pack Attack? Consoles are dead. No more consoles. Nobody wants consoles. It's about mobile phones, subscriptions. What happened? I told you. I said... Wait till the Switch 2, and if the PS5 Pro is real, and then GTA is going to be the trifecta. That's going to be the tres leches. That's it. Smack, smack, and more smack. Like, that's what it is. Like, these people, like, how can I see this, but they don't? 3 slaps. Come on. What is wrong? Like everybody's just, it's over. Nobody's doing, like, I'm telling you, wait till they reveal this.
Number one customer.
The PS5 Pro got everybody shook in their boots. They're trying to cancel it. They're trying to Concord this shit. And then the Switch 2? Oh, please. Oh, please. They'll come out with a Switch 2 and Mario Kart 9, and you're going to be like fighting at the doors. Get me in there. I got to pre-order this. Oh, my God. Do you know what they're going to do? Oh, man. Shh. And they got the Zelda game coming. Yo. Switch 2. They should have did Switch It Up or something like that. Super Nintendo Switch. Oh, man, Sam, that would have been awesome. But then it seems like it's in the same generation. If they do Super Nintendo Switch now and make it look like it's a booster. This is what I mean. And I don't think this is going to be like, you know, like years. But I tell you, this is probably going to be $400. And their Switch 1 will be $300. Then and again, this is the thing where I'm going to lead this into PlayStation. But when you see what Nintendo was able to do with that old ass Nintendo Switch hardware and what they were able to muster up from their first party and how they were able to get third party to make, dude, did you see the Mortal Kombat? It's like friendly combat. They're like cartoon combat. They let them, they've sold such a, and that's what happens when you have an undeniable large install base. That's why the Wii got games, the Wii U didn't. And the Switch got games. They got third party because when you have such a high install base, it's very hard for people to deny you. And that's what the Switch was able to do. They were able to get third party back and making games for a weaker device because it sold and permeated so much. Something Xbox didn't do. But looking at the confidence of what they've done with that stuff, a Switch 2, you kind of know the cadence of this. You kind of know what to expect with the Switch 2. And because
25 is coming.
It's coming. And they'll make the accessories work. They'll make it. I'm interested to see if they put any new stuff in it or they just kind of make it a stronger Switch. But Nintendo does their thing, man. And they know they'll roll out a friggin' Mario Kart 9. They'll tease a Smash Brothers 2. Oh man, Brawl 2, whatever. Super Smash Bros. Oh, and it'd be done. Done. That's what it is, dude. And what, you're gonna say, oh, and here's Windows on ARM? Who?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Oh, look, you can put Steam on a window on an Xbox.
I'm here to tell you right now,
Who?
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Xbox Portable for what? Janky Jones? What? And this is the thing. This is the thing. Metroid Prime 4 Wild Wolf. This is what I mean. All right, we're going to do this. Ready? Because I was thinking about this, and I figured, why we got the grinders in here? Hit that like button, grinders. Listen, let's do this. Let's do these not hopium, but like, let's do these kind of forward thinking of the Switch and PlayStation and what they may have cooking, and Xbox, who are shown what they have cooking. And let's think and measure it up, right? Let's do this. We just said the Switch, right? Mario Kart 9. A new Smash Brothers. They got Zelda coming out. We know that. They got Metroid Prime 4. You kidding me? Coming out. That is going to be, if that's the launch game for the Switch 2, sayonara's. There we go. Good night. That's a sealed deal. That one. But Metroid Prime 4, we know. Then you could possibly have a Mario Wonders 2, maybe not, but you could do a Super Mario Universe or think something along those lines. Splatoons. Just think about the potential of what they're going to do, right? Those games I mentioned. I don't have to mention a lot of them. This is crazy. You don't even need to mention a lot of them. You just know the impact said games will have on Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4, the new Zelda game. Anything coming from them. A Mario Kart 9? Are you kidding me? Dude, Mario Kart 8 is still selling to this day. To this day.
Great Circle is
It's selling to this day. Mario Kart 8. Which was not even an original Mario Kart. It was the Wii U Mario Kart. They could bring back Donkey Kong. Just that lineup alone and the leverage for this console, insane. Now, PlayStation. We know Death Stranding 2. We know Wolverine. Shh. Do I need to go on? Let's go on. Possibly Ghost of Tsushima 2. Knowing what the first one did. And how incredible it looked at the end of the generation. Then Naughty Dog's game that they've been silent about. Corey Balrog confirmed that he was working on something different. He wasn't held down because of God of War Ragnarok. He was doing something different at the Ragnarok announcement. His game. Then you got these studios that they got like Blue Point. And what's next for Returnal's developer? Housemarque. We saw the leaks for Insomniac. Not only do they have that, X-Men after that. Like, do we need more? And what's Guerrilla's working on? I don't know. But of what we know, that's the next few years, maybe. And now let's go to Xbox. You got Janky Jones. Perfect Help. whenever that comes out. Fable. Is it real gameplay? I touched it. I touched it. Hootie said he touched it.
You mean you changed it to the tree?
Yeah, used to be shit house.
Fable. And then what else? Elder Scrolls 6? Who? Yeah, maybe? When? Where? What's 343? Fix Halo again? We got Gears, I guess. Gears prequel. But what they've done with Gears, does it give it that strong franchise again? And they're rebooting it? I just don't see the impactful titles. And they have billions of dollars spent. Tons of IP. Clockwork Revolution looks cool, but looks cool versus Mario Kart. But versus what I just said, Wolverine, Super Mario Kart 9. Like, what, like, do you see the weight of what, Naughty Dog finished Last of Us Part 2. Like, what the hell are they going to be cooking, like, on, with this hardware? Like I said, Starfield was the biggest game that Microsoft really had. That kind of hype behind it. Perfect Dark, I like it, but everything else is like, I'll check it out. They really don't have not yet announced something. And who's working on what? Compulsion's game? It looks cool. It looks good. I'm excited for Gears to see what that turns into. But that's going to be a brand new Gears without Rod Ferguson. We'll see what they do. That looked cool. Fable? I guess. It looks good, but is it these are all unkind of, I just don't know if the weight is there. Like, they have potentials to be really great, but the impact that you just say Wolverine, Death Stranding 2, Metroid Prime 4, like, you just say that stuff and you think like, oh my God, I must play. Avowed will fill the seats. And again, it's just Avowed, Metroid Prime 4. Like, are they in the same realm? So the games are not part of your conversation. The hardware, you're just letting it run wild right now. And you're going to come out with like a portable Xbox for what? I don't feel that they have, even with all that money spent, I just don't feel they really have very impactful titles for their brand. That's how I feel. And because what they've done with their franchises, they have neutered them. Halo Infinite 2, people can't stand Halo. They've just discouraged diehard Halo fans. Gears 5, what people are like done with that. Thank God they had to reboot it because they went to Gears 6. What about Kate's story? Fable done by Playground Games. It looks pretty, but is it going to be the Fable that people wanted? And Fable franchise really wasn't celebrated anymore. Like, they were driving that into the ground. They drove it in the ground so much that the last Fable game was in beta and was completely canceled. It didn't even release. Fable Legends, gone. And they were using Fable Connect. Like, they really were running Fable into the ground. Like, anybody potential of Crackdown 4? Who? Like, this is what I mean. This is what happens when you hurt your franchises. And that's the thing that Microsoft has done. They have hurt their branding and their franchises because, these kind of games are like, oh, yeah, it was all right, Crackdown. Nobody's clamoring for a Crackdown 4. And you got to restructure Halo to do something completely different because you made people just, and then Paramount Plus Master Chief, like, oh, man. So, like, where do they go? But just thinking about the potential And you could say, like, what else they're cooking? What Todd Howard, we know he's working on, like, Elder Scrolls 6, right? That's what he's doing. He's making Janky Jones. But even Indiana Jones, like, dude, listen, I feel like Starfield was that game. Starfield was that game for them. That's why they made such an effort to make that exclusive. It was their game. The masterpiece of Crackdown, dude, the masterpiece. Crackdown 3. That's right. What happened to Fernando? I knew him well. And you hear the drums, Fernando. What happened to Fernando? I knew him well. You hear the drums, Fernando. He was the pilot. He was going to drive Master Chief to the different biomes. Nobody cared about Fernando. Nobody saying, what happened to Kate's story? Fernando, he was the main character. Bootleg Joel, we need him. There he is, my guy. Call his name. Say my name. Like, really? What? Like, even if they got out of the console business, what the hell software do they have that's going to stand next to a Metroid Prime 4, a Wolverine? Like, okay, it's a Janky Jones. That's, hey, that's what I mean. Like a portable Xbox, like, yeah, that's neat. Nice party trick, dude. I don't know if that, you need the content, you need the software. That's why all these years they have hurt the one thing that mattered the most, and that was the games. They made the games the excuse for their services, for their streaming, for all that stuff. And they pumped out hardware and said, oh yeah, and games are there too. And what happened was that the detriment of the Xbox One generation, of them not building real franchises and celebrating and making franchises stronger, except for, I guess, Sea of Thieves that never died, they really did not grow and do anything to build off on. So now they're sitting here going, well, we just bought a bunch of multiplats and now they'll just be everywhere. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to say, guys, guess what's not coming next year? Call of Duty. And it's just going to be like, you can't be hyping up Call of Duty. Yeah, we bet $80 billion on it, but it's like, everybody next year, the Switch 2 is going to get Call of Duty. Oh, shit. Phil put his foot in his mouth. He's like, oh, shit, the Switch 2. I got to make Call of Duty now for the Switch 2. Oh, shit. What did I say under oath? Oh. Oh, no. What I got to do? I got to make a Switch version of a Call of Duty next year. Remember that? Remember? Everybody getting 10 years? Remember, where's that dude? Where's my friend with the chart? Where's my friend with the chart? Mr. Money. He showed 80. He showed the Pac-Man chart. Where's my friend? Where's him? I need to know where that guy is. My friend with the chart. 10 years. Oh, I got the contract right here. I got the contract.
And Coop has delivered undercooked.
Who wants 10 years?
I can go directly to Black Nuts?
No, Black Nuts, we're blue balling you. We'll give it to Boosteroid. Who wants 10 years? I got the contract right here. Who wants 10 years? Remember they were handing out 10 years like it was a goddamn lottery ticket. Yeah, guess what? We'll get your new home of Call of Duty right here. Here it is. Get ready. We got Call of Matt Booty. We got Call of Matt Booty going over there. Get ready. You asked for it. All y'all asked for it. Well, the Switch, Nintendo wants Call of Duty. Well, there you go. Enjoy. There it is. Call of Duty on a Switch. Is it coming next year? Hey, Grinders, did you see anybody asking for Call of Duty? Did anybody even bring up Call of Duty on the Switch? Because it was such a talking point last year. It was so, oh, Nintendo's in bed with my, oh, that's it, they're back. I haven't seen one person bring up Call of Duty on a Switch. Nobody even asked. Nobody even asked if Call of Duty was, it showed how irrelevant Call of Duty on a Switch is going to be, a waste of time. It was just to appease regulators, and they sold their soul. There you go. To appease what? There you go. Call of Duty on the Switch. Anybody want it? Anybody ask for it? I haven't seen one person ask for this Call of Duty on the Switch. Where is this year? But who knows? Stephon Snow, member of 6-month VIP, goes, damn, Phil blue-balled black nuts.
I can go directly to Black Nuts.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't go directly to Black Nuts. He skipped them. Black Nuts Cloud. But he was offering 10 years. Well, there you go. But it's just so funny is that Call of Duty under Microsoft this year. I didn't even see media because, you know, the media is a clown. Hey, where's Switch Call of Duty? Not this year. Is it coming next year?
Black Ops 6 day one Game Pass.
Black Ops 6,
sweet, right?
Phil sounded hype about it.
Some people said I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, most people in this room have probably been used to spending 60, 70 bucks on it every year. Now, if they're already subscribing to Game Pass,
and
good to go.
But it's a choice. Like, we didn't say to anybody, you have to subscribe to play. If you want to buy Black Ops, it's great. It's great for us. It's great for the developer. If you want to subscribe, it's also great. Like, I want to give you the choice on how you play your game.
Where's the Switch choice, Phil? Zoinks could ask them right there. Didn't. Nobody asked him. The JC, I miss you. Shit, JC, sorry, man. JC, remember 17 months. It went away on me. Solid games coming. Can't wait for that for that state of play and the pro. Can't wait. Well, thank you, JC. We're going to go right into the pro stuff. And then the Gordop with the 2. Xbox don't want no smoke with a Switch 2. Yo, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Those did not pop up, dude. That is why I have to go to like the filter to see that. Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, JC. Apologize, man. But yeah. So, like I'm saying, hardware and the software. So people could get excited for the hardware knowing the potential software that's going to come. Right? But man, let me tell you something. Here's some advice from the Gaming Grindhouse. Don't fall in to the same kind of tech thing that Xbox had their fans going crazy about. Just a little word of advice. You know, they had Xbox fans going like this.
Right, tools involved with their tool sets, but tools are the tools is
It's the tools and down to the tools.
you did the tools that some of the tools he wanted the exact same tools are used. Considered a tool the tool we're talking tools. That's my point. Tool or tools, the tools and all this stuff.
Tools and stuff. Yeah, those you know,
all the
tools and stuff up there.
We're talking about the tools. Well, yes, the tools, the tools and the
it's in all the tools because you know the tools. Those tools are tools that
be some of the tool stuff like some of the tools.
Avowed is juicy 30 frames.
Yeah, calm down. The tools. I'm talking in tongues. They're like tools. They're coming. It's coming. The tools. They're coming.
It's coming.
Tools.
Great circle is 25.
It's coming.
Tools coming. Tools. Chill. Because I see the pisser. Everybody going to pisser. Piss on me. Pisser. as opposed to Xbox is piss on. Pisser is on PlayStation. This is the thing. Chill. Chill, grinders, chill. Let them show the goods. Just sit back, collect the receipts, just like we did at the beginning of the generation when they were saying how the S was going to compete with the PS5. And I'm just like, booster. And the S won't be a problem, just scalability. I haven't heard the word scalability in a doggone 4 years. The word scalability. Have you heard the word scalability? I haven't heard the word scalability anymore. Scale this, and we're going to just scale it, just tone it down a little bit. And dude, they were blatantly not putting performance modes on the S. That's how scalable it is. Just chill. If you want to prep, do your thing, but you gotta, your hype for it may not be everybody's hype on the internet, because the internet is being very, like, we've been through this before, the power talk and all this other stuff, and the tools, and this tool's this and tool that, the piss is this, the piss is this. But the one thing, though, that really kind of matters in certain things, and these things are not solicited, but when you look and see what the what other devs are saying, what they're able to do with their game, what they're able to do with this stuff, then it's a little different than people just run around saying tools, tools, tools. Zimpella comes out here and says the PS5 Pro price makes sense. If you go back, he says, quote, if you go back, some of the older consoles were just as expensive and probably adjusting for inflation were probably more. So at first it seemed a little shocking, but it's actually not that bad. And again, price to performance, what it's going to be, really has not been depicted very well. And I said, the issue with the Pro and what its vision is that it's making your performance modes look better. So it's going to be hard to take a static shot and show before night and day from what they're showing. You may see some clarity in the distance. Is it worth $700? I don't think so. You know, to a lot of people are not going to go flying. I got to get this. Look at that clarity, especially if they played those games before. That's why the new stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, this is it. If they, listen, I will come on here and grind those friggin' gears if Sony thinks that they're going to just show these old games doing what they're doing and pre-orders open. I'm going to grind those gears because they're going to be doing exactly what bitch-ass Microsoft did. Just selling on promise, hope, play your old games better. I don't want to play my old games better. So I am believing that they're going to do something where they show what's going on. Like, what's some new stuff running on here, right? That's the thing. And I'm hoping they got something, because they do some goo goo gaga state of play. And they're like, pre-orders here. I think they're misreading the room. It's the new games running on this. And when they show those new games, when they list right next to it, these are the modes on the Pro. Now we're talking. If it says running on a Pro, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding 2, running on a Pro, and then they're going to show you him running in this incredible field. You saw some of those landscapes, right? And then they're like, yep, and that is running at around 60 frames with Pisser inactive. And we have a performance mode running at 60 frames, open world, looking like that, with that kind of physics, those graphics, that resolution, Pro mode, 60 frames, Death Stranding 2, looking like that. Pro mode, running on a Pro. That's it. That's what they need to do. And I'm hoping that's what they do. Because if they show Goo Goo Gaga a bunch of indie showcase and they say pre-order the PS5 Pro, they're misreading the room. And that's not warranting a $700 price point. That's why I told everybody, all those disk drives that you're buying and stuff like that, like, that's why, get that return window going. Because if they flub this, maybe now's not the time to get the Pro. And you can return that disk drive. But I don't see them doing it, especially with the lapse in time from when they announced the Pro last week to when pre-orders begin. There's something got to be going on this week or next week. Something got to be happening. I hope, Mary. I hope. because they got to get back. They got to, and they've done it before. But let's go down a little bit of, come on, just so he knows the room. I hope. I'm saying that I think they're going to do it. I think they should, because they've done it before. And let's just go, like, let's go down a little memory lane here, right? Let's take a little gander over here. This is that glorious PS5 reveal. And one couple of things I wanted to highlight in here is when they show this PS5 stuff. I'm going to just mute it just to show you some of the highlights of it. We had GTA shown in the beginning because they were adding those, what the hell? Not JBL. They didn't have JBL there. Hold on. So they had GTA, this little promotion for GTA 5, right? And their little thing. PS5 owners will get the money at launch. And Jim Ryan said the famous line, enough for me. Let's do the games, do the talking.
I don't play this game.
All right, Vin Diesel. They didn't show Ark. They didn't show Ark. Calm down.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
And then.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
That's right. Enough of you, Gordon Ramsay. Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan. And here we go. This is what I want to see, Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan. Herman Hulst, buttons. All game footage you're about to see has been captured on a PS5, and then we just put the word Pro after it. Open with Miles Morales, dude. Open with Miles Morales. This is it. Enough of me. Let the games do the friggin' talking. Even if they show a game in the beginning, Wolverine at the beginning, and maybe Ghost of Tsushima at the end, pigeonhole it, beginning and end. This is what you do. But what I'm trying to tell you right now, see you, Twisted. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't know anything that this even existed before this show. That's the flex that they can do, dude. That's the flex. We didn't even know any of this stuff existed. Miles Morales. We didn't know about Demon Souls. We had no clue about Sackboy. We knew nothing. And one show showed us the next 3 years of what we're going to be doing. They know the games matter. They say that they're built on the console. The console is their future, and they're going to still expand their audience, but the console is the core. Boom. Miles Morales. There you go. At launch. Dude, then they showed Gran Turismo. All right, we keep going. Ratchet and Clank. Okay. Stray, they showed. What was this game they showed? This was Forspoken. Was that Forspoken? That was Forspoken. It wasn't called Forspoken then. Then the controller. Herman, look at the buttons. Look at the buttons. That's the Herman I want to see. Those are the buttons undone. There's the buttons. Look at the buttons. There you go. See? There's the buttons.
What are you, the ballet teacher or what?
Yeah, I'm dancing, yeah. Also some karate.
Karate, yeah?
Yeah, can you show me one of your special kicks?
You want to see one of my kicks?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah?
Those are the kicks. And what do you say?
PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on.
Be French or something because of your accent.
What accent?
What accent are you talking about, Herman Hulst?
The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Oh, Oh, man. We need to hear some of those words, Herman. Yeah, PlayStation 5. Exclusively.
Be French or something because of your accent.
What accent?
Returnal. We didn't know anything about Returnal. Sackboy. We didn't know anything about Sackboy coming out. Kena. Dude. Read the room. What is this game? This is Oddworld? What is this game? Oh, shit. Oh, Oddworld game? Ghostwire Tokyo? Godfall? We'll skip over that one. Some duds. What's this one? What game was that? Oh, is this Hitman? Oh, Hitman. Astro Bot launch? The OG? Oh, man, remember Bug Snacks? Goo Goo Gagas. They even had some Goo Goo Gagas in there.
On their little Goo Goo Gaga. My little baby, little Fisher Price
And their
plastic
killer
toy
games
that are.
Remember how jealous they were Bug Snacks? They gave it out for free in Bug Snacks. Demon Souls. Yo, Deathloop. Phil. Paging Phil Spencer. Dude, they gave Bud Snacks away with the subscription. This Capcom game, we don't know where the hell this one is. Capcom. Coming in 22. Oh, yeah, yo, Capcom. Extra Prime, what is that? Yeah, Capcom. I don't know about this one. Yeah, I don't know, Capcom. We don't know about that one. I'm still waiting. We're still waiting for that one.
Wait, just wait till E3 there will be a show.
Pragmata and Horizon. Dude, even they did like 2 games out of that thing. But look at how they sold the PS5, right? Notice what I'm showing for the PS5. Pragmata's abandoned. Deep Down 2. Oh, shit. They don't know it's Deep Down 2. Notice. I remember Digital Foundry talking about the crabs. Oh, shit. We'll talk about Digital Foundry. Talking about the crabs and the resolution of the crabs. Oh, man. Pause on that one. Goddamn crabs. Digital Foundry was Goo Goo Gaga right now. They're Goo Goo Gaga over the 1X, the power of the 1X. They go, let's talk about the resolution of the crabs. But look, now let's just tap a little Xbox on the shoulder and say, hey, Xbox, let's talk about your Project Scarlett. Let's see all the games of Project Scarlett.
When we think about the future of gaming,
what game is this?
It's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
What this?
Xbox is all about choice.
Who
We're
this?
investing in technology all throughout the game stack.
Is
to
this
put the
Unreal
fan at
5?
the center
Is
of
that
every
Phil, an
decision
Unreal
we
5
make.
engine?
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
He's gone.
We don't want to build just another console. We truly want it to be transformative.
More immersion, more exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier for people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so loading screens are a thing.
Man, I want to interview her after Starfield launched. Somebody got to interview that lady. The uncompressed pixel lady. I want an interview right now. This is what I mean. There is so much incredible potential for content and interviews. These media suck. They suck so bad, man. There's so many friggin' interviews out there that they could be doing right now. Oh, no. But the media sucks.
We suck again.
In the reveal, loading screens are a thing. I would have had my microphone right in that face going, so tell me about Starfield. Tell me about Starfield. This is Project Scarlett. This is the Series X. Loading screens were a thing. Man, somebody got it. Where's this lady?
A thing.
Yeah,
Sitting there in the fake elevator.
They're a what?
Loading screens are a thing.
They're a thing. Where's the interview?
I can go directly to Blacknut.
Where's the interview? That lady on Project Scarlett, the hype video for the next gen console, said loading screens are a thing. And Starfield came out with loading screens for everything. Loading screens for the loading screens. There were loading screens to get on a ladder, to open a door, to get in a building, to get on the ship. 2 loading screens to look at the planet, loading screens to open up menus, loading. And of all the quality of life improvements that they have included over thousands and thousands of lists in Starfield, the one thing I haven't seen on those long laundry lists is that we removed the loading screens. Did you? I didn't see any. I didn't see any where we removed the loading screens. They're like, well, we added a map. We fixed a glitch. Now that you could see your character, you see their ass. Did you fix the loading screens? Oh, no, those are still there. It still loads 30,000 times to get somewhere. But we added a map, though. And we added a vehicle. But loading screens were a thing. She's an RPG gamer.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so, like, loading screens are a thing. You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. This just an elevator ride forever. That's our...
Oh, my God! Where are these interviews? We were supposed to see the end of loading screens and loading... this lady talking about loading screens on an elevator.
Sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. This is just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation.
What are we doing here?
Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh, no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
And sons of bitches are here counting pixels and resolution and before and after screens. These mofos went out there talking shit. Loading screens are a thing. Fake elevators and loading is a thing. That's what we're doing, removing the loading. That's a thing. What? All I see are talking heads like goddamn ESPN in the morning. This is how they revealed their next-gen console. This. Oh, and then they went to the Game Awards. Dopey was on stage, called it the Xbox Series X, shows them bootleg Hellblade 2 footage, and left. And then they made Digital Foundry play with the magnets. That was their reveal. No fucking games. No games. That's what I said. Read the room, bitch-ass Sony. Don't do this. Don't have a talking head. And they already didn't do it. They already showed before and after. Xbox will refuse to show the Series X and the S together. If you remember that, people even asked Greenberg, put his stripper glitter away. And he said, oh, well, guess what, guys? We're not showing the differences between the S and the X. Remember, they didn't show the differences. They didn't. Computer Dog with the $10. He goes, can't wait to play The Last of Us, a PS3 game remastered for the PS4 and re-released for the PS5, the PS5 Pro, as God intended. Finally, a system power enough to play the game as it's meant to be played. There you go, man. Remasters of remasters of remasters. Enjoy. We call it here the Last of Us, Father, Son's former roommate, nephew's cousin edition. Remastered. But anyway, Phil Spencer-ness. I want to hear one more about the loading screen trio here. Nobody interview them.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so, like, loading screens are a thing. You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. This is just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is special because we've really unlocked this new capability to connect with the characters and worlds in a way that no previous generation has allowed.
This generation is...
Phil has them connecting. He must be talking about Craig. We never connected with an NPC before or an enemy like we connected with Craig. So he must have been referring to Craig as the connection that we've never seen before. Because if you remember, Grinders, Craig was their friggin' Halo reveal for this console. Craig was their Halo reveal. Craig.
It's going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging
Who this man? Who's this man?
the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
You idiots! You've captured their stunt doubles!
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability.
Variable ref.
Excuse me! What did that man just say? I almost fell out of my goddamn chair. I almost knocked over my... What did... Excuse me? A who? A what? An 8? 8 what? Did somebody say my bay? Or did he really say the words 8K? Merlin! Merlin!
Hi, buddy.
We need an explanation here. Excuse me! Because I only hear motherfuckers talk about 8K on PlayStation's box. Who this guy? Not Merlin. Not who? This guy? This man. Who is this? Whose man is this, Phil Spencer?
It's Mega Meg. She's gone from suck to
Who
blow.
is this? Was this a contractor? Who's this guy?
Game over.
Right there's a subtitle. It's right under his. Who's this guy?
Put that
Who
cookie
is this?
down now!
Who's this man? It says right there. Oh, damn. I almost fell on my friggin' chair. I was looking at something over here, and I heard the words 8K capabilities for the Xbox. Because all I hear about is like, Sony had it on the box. Who is this guy? Donnie Wahlberg. Who's Donnie? Donnie. It says right there. Oh, shit. Whose man is this? Oh, shit. Let's get that super chat. Hit that like button, Grinders. This is freaking wild. Holy crap. I seriously almost freaking broke a leg. I fell on my goddamn chair listening to that shit. Phil takes Blue Chew. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
I can go directly to blackness.
You ready for that PS5 PRO-ness on the 26th? Hell yeah. Phil takes Blue Chew. Phil's ready. But my goodness, I almost fell on my freaking chair. Let's hit that on repeat.
20 frames per second.
8K capability.
Variable.
Dude, the way he says is like 8K capability. Like he's even saying like, yo, I'm bullshitting this. Oh, he's chanting. Hold on, he's chanting. He's chanting something.
Refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
Remember this? I can't even hit the button fast enough. Do you remember real-time ray tracing because it's hardware enabled? Oh my god. Oh my god. I just gotta be spamming this.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
There SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world.
Oh my God, they're showing the Halo bootleg footage. Oh my God, they're showing the Halo Infinite bootleg video. Oh, mother of goodness gracious. Mother of goodness gracious. I showed you the dynamics of the two releases, the reveals, right? Mm-hmm. And people got the nerve to bitch about what Sony did last week. When they were lining up for Phil to sign their ass because of this stuff. Chanting his name, screaming his name for this reveal. For this. Hardware ray tracing. Loading screens were a thing. No fake elevators. Hardware ray tracing. 8K capabilities. 120 frames. Dude. Showing bootleg footage.
And bring it to the gamer in a seamless way, so that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that's
oh shit, my side.
Speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
Oh my God, dude, they really doubled down on the loading screens. Holy shit. They really doubled down on the loading screens. Damn, oh damn, they got that guy doing it too.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
It's the same friggin' dashboard.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
There's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us.
Oh no, now we got 343 talking shit. Bonnie Rourke gonna be talking shit. Dude said we got 13 studios, 7 in the last year. Oh shit, I would say that's too many, too fast. That's what I would say. I would say that's too many, too fast. 13 studios, 7 in the last year. Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah.
This is not worth it.
Yeah. 13 studios, 7 in the last year. Yeah, that probably explains it. And now, oh goodness, now the humdinger of them all.
It's always
343 talking that shit. Oh shit, not like this.
More seamless worlds with the next generation. We can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen them before.
This console is especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just the snap of your fingers.
Oh shit, she's still doing faster load times in Game Pass. Oh, bootleg Merlin's in there. Oh, my sides are hurting. This is horrible. Oh my God, Bonnie, I haven't seen this in years. Bonnie Ross talking about bringing worlds to life and then showed Craig a hairless, chapless ass. Oh my God. And the Halo rat. We saw the friggin' Halo rat. Are you kidding me? Immersion my ass. Those are bootleg friggin' videos they're showing. They're showing some rendered bullshit. They blowing it up. Oh my God. My goodness, what a...
We're giving
dude
gamers
snapping fingers about loading screens. Dude, his finger's gonna fall off if you played Starfield.
It's especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just the snap of your fingers.
We're giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
I don't lose my last generation as I move into the next generation, the people I play with and the games that I want to play. That experience should be continuous and always growing.
This isn't just a console launch. This is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlett.
Build a great
Project Scarlett. I want people to feel like they can have amazing console experiences they've never seen before, and that they've got the best lineup of content and services of any platform out there. And we're totally focused on that. And I know we have other things going with like coming to PC and xCloud, but I'll say that being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing. And that's we're not building this program to try to aim for second place. We were going to build it aiming for first place, and and that's what I want to hit.
One of the other things.
Oh my God. This just puts shit in perspective. Nasty work. Dude, that's some dirty, nasty work, dude. That's some after hours nasty work, Don John. Holy crap. So this is just this was a next gen reveal. And you see the criticisms of people for a mid-gen refresh. Dude, Sony just told you, we're going to make your performance mode look better. And people are going ape shit. They proceeded, dude, that video was only 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Holy shit. It was jam-packed with bullshit. Jam-packed. Cerny's thing is like a novella compared to Cerny's 9-minute video of the PS5 Pro is like goddamn Once and Future King compared to the amount of lies and bullshit they could jam-pack in 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Oh my God. 8K, dude. Merlin talking about the goddamn the snapping fingers. Holy shit, for load screens. I never saw so much bullshit. I gotta pause. I gotta go wipe my ass. I haven't seen so much friggin' bullshit in 3 minutes. It's like I've had some friggin' Hershey squirts. Holy shit. Everybody should be wiping their ass now. That was a load of bullshit with a capital B. Dude, you better use the wet wipes after this one. I gotta be using the wet wipes. Pop my French. We're gonna go wipe our asses after that one. Something shit smells. Holy, a huge turd. Yo. Holy shit, something smells in here. I think it's coming 9 minutes of all truth. Exactly. Man the Beast. Mark Cerny goes there 9 minutes talking about the PS5, what they're able to do, showing the differences between the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. 9 minutes. Microsoft did a 3.5 minute fluff piece of bullshit that everybody should go be wiping their ass. It stinks. Something smells in here. It's not me. Holy shit. Victor Delta says minus 47% year over year. Phil wanted to win. He was a little off. Just a little off. By a smidge. By a smidge, Delta. He was off by a smidge. That's it. He overestimated. He's like, yeah, I want to win this generation. Minus 47%. Oh, shit. I was a little off in my numbers. I was a little off. Dude, no, this auto chat summary goes like this. Yo, it says making fun of Phil Spencer's comments. AI is the real shit right there. Yo, the AI description of the chat. Making fun of Phil Spencer's comments. That's damn right, dude. That's damn friggin' right. Video criticizing Phil Spencer's comments. 8K capabilities. Dude, lies. Lies. Oh my God. Oh shit, it's not over. Grinders had this video too. Oh my goodness. Just when we thought there was enough bullshit. Forgot we had 2 consoles. We had 2 consoles announced. The Series S booster. Oh my God. All digital 1440p. Where's that little 1080p and 900p and 720p, Phil? Where's all that stuff? It didn't say up to 1440p. It says 1440p. Holy shit. 4K upscaling for games. Oh shit. We're not done. They were jam-packed. They were moralizing this minute and 30 seconds. Holy shit. 1440p and up to 120 frames. Does that make sense? Because what game is running native 1440p on the S? All games are running. The way they make it sound here, 1440p up to 120 frames. Well, excuse me? So everything's running at a minimum 1440p.
Gaming.
Okay. Because everybody likes to count pixels. So the minimum was 1440p. Okay. DirectX ray tracing. Should be no performance modes. No performance modes. Ultra low latency. Custom 512 gigabyte SSD. They give you a 512. 4K upscaling for games. Oh, shit. Man. Booster box. Oh, man. Snap your fingers. This games? Anybody games? Hello, games. The one game they showed was Craig that year on Halo Infinite. That was the one truth. It's smaller than the X. There you go. Oh, powered by velocity architecture, dude. Oh, shit. Load times. Next gen performance. Oh, my goodness. Next gen frame rates. Better with Game Pass. How? How's it better with Game Pass? This is the reveals. They're showing old games with the glory hole. Jesus. Listen. People want to be so critical of new hardware. Dude, they welcome this shit with open arms and hope. Like, come on. I just showed you the PlayStation video and all that stuff was released and played and reviewed well, sold well, won awards, bitch.
Great Circle is
Like,
December.
This was all hardware promises that they never delivered on, not even from their first party. And even first party to come, such as Bethesda, with Starfield and Redfall, shipping games without 60 frames. Dude, they're talking 120 frames. They were shipping games last year and this year so far at 30 frames. Hellblade 2. Anybody asking for performance modes? They let that ship sail. After all those years, Hellblade 2 was announced with the Series X when it was named, and no performance mode for Hellblade 2. Anybody? No. Nothing. Anybody? No. All promises and didn't deliver. So when you see that, and people are like, oh, Sony didn't show enough. Dude, they've been addressing the promises that they made and delivering the games to support that. Nobody was going to use the DualSense. I remember that. Nobody's using that gimmick DualSense. Nobody's using it. Yeah, because it ain't Kinect. Avowed. Yeah.
Avowed is juicy 30 frames.
And now they're praying that Indiana Jones, Janky Jones, is not 30 frames. They saw a 60 frames per second advertisement on the game listing. 60 frames. Janky Jones. Dude, no, that game's gonna look like Janky Jones on 60 frames. Who knows? Redfall had 60 frames on the box. So just because they put 60 frames next to the game on the store, dude, Redfall shipped with 60 frames written on the box. Did we forget? Did we forget? Anybody? Did we forget? No, we didn't forget. But you look at their track record. You look at what they've promised and what they didn't deliver on. Not even from their first party. You can't throw third party under the bus and go, well, third party didn't do it. Their first party didn't even do it. Master Chief didn't even have friggin' ray tracing. They're talking about DirectX ray tracing. Halo Infinite had no tracing. Ray Charles tracing they had. Oh, no, they added ray trace shadows later. Oh, shit. They added ray trace shadows on PC over 6 months to 7 months later. They added ray trace shadows. And then to the X, they added a year later. It didn't ship with any ray tracing. What ray tracing did it? Medium was 30 frames, dude. Oh, because it's split screen. That's why. But that was their game. That's their game that they made. That was another one. Redfall, Starfield. Like, come on. They didn't even have a lot of games. Pentiment, the only one game that delivered was Forza Horizon 5. That was it. Not even Forza Motorsport. So their first-party games didn't really deliver the promises that they were making. Forza Motorsport was the first time they were talking about freaking ray tracing. But this is the thing. Like, you look at what Sony delivered on and the promise of their hardware. So when the guy comes out and says, hey, look at the befores and afters and look at what we're cooking. Look at what we're doing here. Then, you know, it's different. But I really think that the new stuff is going to get people super excited. That's the thing. The new stuff will. But I think what they showed is not, you know, and talking about it, we got, who is this? And then, just to wrap up the whole consoles coming and everybody excited about new consoles. This whole consoles were dead. Hit that like button, grinders. Consoles were dead, right? Nobody's buying them. It's not growing. We're not seeing growth in consoles. It's all done. Nobody's going to be making consoles. Well, part of the rumors, they're not even rumors, confirmed, but basically confirmed that the PlayStation 6, they already contracted AMD to design and fabricate the PlayStation 6 chip and priors backwards compatibility, which obviously you want everything that you bought here to move forward with you. Docs previously suggested next-gen consoles won't launch before 2028. But basically, Sony has contracted. Where is it? The PS6. The PS6. Yo, what's up, Marty McFly? He knows that he was already playing the PS6, Marty. He came back to the future to talk to us. Sony's inevitable PlayStation 6. Huh? It's inevitable now. Somebody told me that consoles are dead. They're dying. We're not growing. They're not growing. They're not growing. Now we got a PS5 Pro on the horizon, coming out November 7th. A Switch 2 coming out sometime next year. And now confirmation that the PlayStation 6 will be using AMD. What the hell's going on here? So apparently AMD outbidded Intel because Intel wanted a piece of this thing. So Sony decided to go with AMD over Intel, and that dates back to 2022. PlayStation started working with the PS5 successor. Before that, Sean Layden said Sony typically begins working on next-gen platforms a day after you ship what's there on What's Up. Cool job on What's Up, guys. Getting a shout-out on Polygon. Rival Microsoft also is using AMD chips in the Series X. But according to PC Insider, is that basically the report question comes from Reuters, so that not some random tech blog who said this. It's naturally that sources came to them, and it's being claimed that AMD, Broadcom, Intel, and other chip companies submitted bids to be designed by the PlayStation 6. AMD had a contract with PlayStation for the 4 Pro and 5 and the PS5 Pro. Well, it appears that Intel didn't have a successful bid, and they decided to go with AMD. First off, I wouldn't go with no friggin' Intel chip. Do you see the MSI core, dude? That thing's trash. Intel sucks that they have friggin' integrated GPUs and stuff. I wouldn't trust Intel. It'll probably be overheated. You want to talk about liquid metal melting? Get an Intel chipset. Get the hell out of here. And with their updates, I wouldn't. AMD is proven, and also too, the thing about AMD is probably compatibility. Everything since the PS4 was working on AMD chips. Like, just move ahead with the AMD chip. You don't have to worry about emulators and doing things like that. Microsoft was trying to push that Intel stuff and trying to get that AI stuff like that. But thank God, screw that Intel, those AUK graphics and stuff like that. Get the hell out of here with that Intel trash. They're such a disaster, dude. They're a mess. Stick with the AMD. I would prefer they do something like free NVIDIA chip. That's what Nintendo does. And the Xbox, the OG one, had an NVIDIA. AMD doesn't break down its financials enough to detail work. Its gaming division enjoyed a revenue of $6.2 billion, and the majority of that is the PS5 chip. However, its operating income was $0.9 billion, which tells you everything you need to know about how big the profit margin is with console processors. So, it's big money. And that was a big deal that they probably got that with the PS5. But you know what? I heard a little birdie in my ear telling me that, consoles are dead. Nobody's buying them. Nobody's growing. Sounds like people are pretty eager to be in that PS6, don't you think? So a little birdie told me, oh, here's that little birdie. Here's the little birdie. Somebody was saying something about consoles ain't doing things. Phil, talk more about growing. Sounds like a you problem.
Growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I
wonder why, Phil. There's only two... like, all this is because of your doing. Like, do people not understand this? All the stuff this guy is saying is he is self-sabotaging the whole friggin' industry and claiming it to be real. It is the most disturbing thing. There are two AMD console manufacturers there. You and PlayStation. And who's the one that's not moving anything? So yeah, if you talk to Lisa Su, she's like, Xbox, you suck. You're making our profits down.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yeah, Phil. No, why? Because you're not doing your job. Sony's out here getting bids for PS6 at AMD. You're telling us like, oh, they're going down, the consoles are going down. It's because you suck. Like, there's only 2 players in the AMD console space. There are only 3 players in the console space. One is not doing it, dude. Like, imagine you're going on a friggin' boat race. And it's you, another person, and this big-ass fat guy. And all he's saying is like, we're gonna lose. We're not gonna win this boat race. We're not gonna win. We shouldn't even be here. I told you we're not gonna win. He's weighing down the boat, and then you look at the motherfucker. He's not even paddling. He's actually overboard, pulling the boat down, and he's complaining. We're never gonna win. Money's down. What are we gonna do? And it's like, you and your other friend, Nintendo and Sony, are like, get the fuck out of here. We're gonna try to win. Like, we're doing fine. You're dragging us down. You're not doing your part. You're at this extra weight, bringing us down, talking about how everything sucks. It's just you. You're a slob. You're not paddling, and you're dragging our boat down. That's exactly what he is. It sucks. We ain't doing anything. Shut up. You're the freaking anchor. Exactly. You can make these predictions because you're the one that's causing them. Do you understand? It's not a lot of people, Phil. There are 3 platforms. 2 use AMD. You do the math. If one fucking sucks, well, yeah, console sales will be down because you ain't selling shit. You're posting minus 40% sales. Minus 40% year over year. Minus year over year. What do you think's going to happen? Nintendo and Sony got to go 3- and 5-fold to compensate for your weak ass. And all you're doing is you're the one that's complaining. Instead of being better, we're learning. We're sorry. Be better. No console required ads. This is what I'm. They're like, listen to him. He continues. Listen. And when he's talking about this, think about what we just saw with Nintendo and what PlayStation 5 Pro and what PlayStation. And listen to the doom this one's bringing. And ask him how he's doing.
There's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing as an industry, the industry will struggle. And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players, the players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players and adding those to the base of players that already play? Our focus on Xbox for the last decade has really been on that latter point of how do we make sure Xbox is growing for our players, growing for our creators, so those people are finding success on our platform, which will grow the Xbox business and put Xbox in a position to be very strong for years and decades to come.
And did you notice the one thing that he glossed over? The one thing in that statement, what he glossed over. He spoke very adamantly about how to grow the business. And first off, I'm confusing growth with trying to money grub and get more money out of people. Because how is growth equivalent to I could charge the same people more money? Does that growth? Because that don't sound like growth. That sounds like how to get your money back. Right? He talks about growing as an industry, but then says, well, there's one way to grow as an industry is just take more money from the people there. Is that growth? Growth how? Growth your pockets? How's that growth? But what did he gloss over? What did he gloss over? The first thing that he said, what is the thing that he glossed over? Here, his hand mannerism. I think there's an amazing set of games coming. He just dismisses games. Like, games are just, yeah, there's games coming. Watch how he treats games, but really goes into how we grow the business. Not using games, of course.
But if we don't get to growing as an industry and working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful, and that really is down to being part of an industry that is growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I think there's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing.
Do you see? There's an amazing set of games in 2024. He just kind of just wipes his hand. And then he says, do you hear what he said here about making people confident to working here? And they're not going to be confident if it's not growing. They just laid off another 650 people. How do you have those people feel confident about growing after you increase the price of Xbox Game Pass? You increase the price to take more money from people, which you said that's not what you're focusing on. You focus on the latter, going to new audiences. You already went to new audiences by putting your games on PlayStation and having Janky Jones go over there as well. So you're doing more people, getting more money, but you're still not growing. You're laying off. So how do you instill confidence to the people that you're working with? And on top of that, how are the people excited when you're saying console sales are going to be down? You want to work in the console business for Microsoft when this guy's running around saying consoles are going to be down, there's nothing much we can do? You hear what he says.
As an industry, the industry will struggle. And today, there's
only two choices to grow the industry. Take more money from the gamers that are already there, or go find new gamers. That's growing. I don't understand taking money from more people. Taking more money from people is growing. I don't understand it. And he says here, listen to what he says about employees.
The test of time, and people will be talking about a decade from now. But it's an industry that didn't really grow. And what happens when an industry doesn't grow? You end up with some job eliminations, which we have.
It's an industry that doesn't grow. What he's forgetting is for us. That's what he needed to say. It doesn't grow for us. Stop speaking is the industry's not growing. It is not growing for us. That's the part that he's generalizing, because he knows if he says it's not growing for us, people will then say, you're done. But he's not saying for us. He drops that off. Instead, he just says the industry's not growing. And it's like, Phil, if everybody's listening to you, then why the hell is Sony making a PS5 Pro? Why is the Switch 2 coming out? Hell, why are you putting your games on PlayStation? Hell, why are you going to make Call of Duty for the Switch? If this industry's not growing, then why are you here?
We had even our own hard decisions to make about building a sustainable business for ourselves, but in no way were we alone in that.
Oh, see?
When you think about a healthy industry, I want players who believe that they will find the best games on the platforms that they love. I want people who invest their careers in working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful. And that really is down.
And he said this after he shut down the studios. No, actually, you know what? Yes. Didn't he say after? After. We want people to be successful here. Dude, this is what I mean. I thought consoles were dead, Phil. I thought it was the end of consoles, and we're here confirming A&D deal to get a PlayStation 6. Sony talking about a PS5 Pro. Switch 2 getting ready in China. What are we doing here? Guess what? There's one that ain't having shit right now. This guy. This guy. The one who's saying it's over. It's over for you. We weren't alone in that. Oh, yeah, well, you were alone with the 650 that you specifically laid off. Listen, when they had the initial layoffs, that was a company layoff, and Xbox was affected. This 650 that just happened was specifically at Xbox. The huge-ass company of Microsoft, the 650 people was specifically in their gaming. Their gaming. This wasn't like the massive layoffs that they had earlier this year where Xbox was part of it. This is 650 were targeted in the gaming. Gaming. That was over just about 650 people in gaming. Targeted for that. That's crazy. Cyber Dragon, member of 33 months. He goes, evening chat, mods, grinders, and our host, Jez7780, awaiting September 26th. Damn right. Don't let them tell you that consoles are dead. Josh says, last he heard, Xbox was like 30,000 employees. Dude, they're not replacing them. So, but this is the thing that people were running with earlier this year. And I said, it's dying for you. You're bringing the gaming industry down. You have not, and I said this last week, they're contributing to the gaming industry. They're trying to find all these crack-ass ways to do stuff and manipulate gamers, take more money from them, sell them some more expensive consoles. Dude, you were fire selling the Series X. It has been $450 for the longest time. You going out with a $600 one? What are you smoking? You think Sony's crazy for making a more powerful PlayStation 5 and charging $700? You're selling the same hardware that you were discounting at $350 or $400 for the holidays. And you slapped in another terabyte and charging Like, I couldn't believe the retail price of Xbox is still $500. Dude, that thing, it was like a permanently $450. And you're selling it for $600? Now the PS5 Pro looks like a friggin' deal at $100 more. With the same amount of memory and almost more power. For their games. We'll see what third party does, but for their games. Crooked Vulture, member for 9 months. He goes, those losing push the narrative that fits for them. Mike Ybarra. Yeah, Ybarra's said the thing. And then this one has the nerve. It didn't even sell at $450, Josh. Exactly. You think it's going to sell at $650? And then they're talking about what, the hardware?
So we're giving them an easy way to access as many players as possible. And we actually have more creators right now building for Xbox than ever before. By nature, thousands of them, by nature of the...
This was in February. Was Capcom with the MT framework of one of them? Phil says more than ever before. Well, we have a whole bunch of Xbox skips, Phil.
Skip.
What happened?
Skip. Yeah. But skip.
We have a whole bunch of Xbox skip.
Simple as that.
Skip. More than ever before. Well, then you're missing a few. You'd have to answer your emails.
Those investments. And we got more to come. There's some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we're going to share this holiday. And we're also invested in the next generation roadmap. And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building. And then
man, oh man.
Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
Oh, please. The biggest technological leap. To play what? We went through the roadmap. And she says next generation. Next generation. What? This is it. Talking heads. Doesn't it look similar to the launch of the Series X that I just went over? The Project Scarlett. Look. They don't have friggin' gameplay playing behind them of any of their friggin' games. And what's crazy is she announced Diablo 4 coming to Xbox Game Pass. That's the shit that they just took away. They just took it away. That's what they said. They took it away. That's when she used Diablo 4. It was short-lived. It was short-lived. They said, well, we'll take it away. Here's the list. Remember the list. What the hell is it? She put Diablo 4 is coming to Game Pass. Here it is. Here's your list. They finally broke the list. No heads up. Nothing. You just turned it on one day. You have Core. And there you go. You got Core, you're the whore. Whatever it is. Here it is. Age of Mythology that just came out. Crabs, Botany, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Core Keeper, Diablo 4. Forza Motorsport that released last year. They went back in there and gut-wrenched them. They removed MLB The Show. They removed MLB The Show. Octopath Traveler 2. Payday 3. Hellblade. Starfield. Chia. Poor Chia. You suck. There we go. That's the Xbox exclusive. You suck. You suck at parking. Dude, they went in there and removed all their friggin' games. They left the Redfall in there. Kitsugami. There you go. They said keep Redfall on us. That's what they said. Chia was awesome. But this is choice. Like I said, thou give it, thou take it away. They did it. That's it. She teased the Diablo's coming to the thing. Yeah, it's gone. This whole consoles are dead. I told you. Wait and wait. We didn't even see GTA 6. Wait. And when the Switch 2 releases, wait. Consoles are dead, dude. They're just getting started. And like I said before, if Phil and friends don't have some sort of next generation, some sort of hardware, I'm not telling you it's going to sell. But I'm saying that if they do not have a horse in this race, they will be done. Like I can't believe it. They will be. You think they're dead now? They will be. That's it. They basically just cash it in. Like they need to be in this conversation. So if they're gonna do another project, they're in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot. And I don't see them getting out of this spot, even with new hardware. I think that the Galaxy Xbox is not there. But it shows that there's excitement for the console space. The excitement for the PS5 Pro. The PS5 still selling over just about 70 million. The Switch 2 going crazy. I think I'm going to beat the PS2. And now the Switch 2 on the horizon.
25.
It's coming.
Come on. What are you going to be, man?
Oh, PlayStation.
Great circle.
Bitches.
25.
It's coming.
It's coming. I just can't believe that they didn't drop some sort of project thing or anything like that, dude. It is crazy. And that's the struggle that I think a lot of things that you're seeing online is from, because believe me, they want Xbox to respond. Hell, like, come on, anybody does. Anybody wants a response. Like Microsoft has a show and Sony don't. Everybody's like, well, Sony, where's your response to this? Think about it. The other two quote unquote competitors are coming, like rumored PS6 stuff they're talking. Like, and they're saying that rumored maybe not until 2020, another 4 years. What's Microsoft going to do? Try to jump the gun with a portable Xbox? And is that going to be the most powerful machine? Or who's going to have the power then? The thing is that the developers are going to build on the lead platform. The platform that's selling the most. That is going to be the priority for people making games. And that's something that Xbox, I don't think, could ever get back. It's going to be either the Switch or the PlayStation, because their install bases are so high that they're going to carry those install bases with them. Like Phil said, we lost the worst generation because now Sony working a PS6. Well, guess what? Not only do we have all those PS4s that we're going to take with us, but there's a bunch of million PS5s with us, and now we're going to walk into generation with the PlayStation 6. Nintendo's walking into the Switch 2 with the previous generation. What's going to be crazy is this will probably be like Nintendo's like first fully backwards compatible console. Because Nintendo always cut it off. Nintendo's like, Super Nintendo, cut off. N64, cut off. GameCube, cut off. Like, Nintendo just sliced it off and then resold those games. This will be the first time, if the Switch 2 comes out, if it is backwards compatible with the Switch 1, this will be like one of the first times ever. Unless the Wii U had some sort of Wii comparison. Maybe the digital games, I think, carried over. But, listen, the Switch is not abandoning that huge Switch install base. They're taking them with them. Where does Xbox fit in? I would hope so too, JC. I would hope so. Like Phil said, they lost the worst generation to lose because people bring their content with them. The only thing Microsoft could try to do is present an option for people to play their content, and nobody's coming to them. Being Game Boy had back compat. Okay. But I'm saying the thing is like, anti-waggle. Like the thing is Microsoft's bad as third party. What are they shopping around with? Call of Duty? Like what franchises does Microsoft have that people are like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out, a Xbox franchise, besides Minecraft and Call of Duty? Generic names and games that are everywhere. How does that get identified as an Xbox brand? It really doesn't. The Wii had full backwards compatibility and virtual consoles. Yes, thank you, Hooked on Gyro. Yeah, I know some of the Wii U, I figured, because it had the same name. But Nintendo's been traditionally just slicing things off. Pause. But that's a huge Switch install base that they plan to take with them, with the Switch 2, if they make it fully. But the thing is where are they going? Yeah. But exactly. People are waiting 18 hours for that mid-gen refresh, Delta. Exactly. Do they ditch the Xbox name? I don't even know, dude. I think that they probably have better... And know what's funny, too, is I noticed that people are not even calling... Like, if there's problem with Call of Duty, they're still blaming Activision. Like, oh, Activision doing their shit again. It's like, dude, it's Microsoft now. What are you talking about, Activision? Activision with their slimy shit, not doing an early beta. I'm like, it's Microsoft, dude. What happened? Activision not giving us early access to the single player. It's Microsoft. What are you talking about, Activision? They're the ones making the choices now. Big Booty Bobby's not there anymore. And then we have Digital Foundry fighting for their lives. They don't want to be bamboozled, hoodwinked, flabbergasted, taken amok, bootlegged, or fooled. And Digital Foundry fighting for their life, analyzing anything they could get their hands on, running it through the machine. So Digital Foundry had a breakdown of the presentation of the Pro breakdown and got to show things like The Last of Us from the video that we saw. And yeah. And like I said, the comparisons that people need to look at is fidelity mode versus PS5 Pro mode. That's the thing. Like, people just look at the screens going, oh, it looks the same. It may be a little sharper on the PS5 Pro. But what you're not seeing is it's the frame rate. It's the how fast it's moving in that. See, people are just taking screenshots and going, look. Well, actually, there's more grass there. But look. You know, it looks the same. Look, I don't see a difference. And it's like, dude, that's not the point that was shown. Maybe there's more to it, but of what was discussed, the Pro is not going to make this look. It's the performance with the look. See? But people are just taking a screenshot going, I don't see a difference. Obviously. Josh, exactly. Obviously. Oh, no $700 for me. Hit play. Now you see what the issue is. Now you get, you see now. There it is. So you hit pause and you got the fidelity the same, the sharpness, the grass. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. Look at the rocks. Look at the rocks. Look at the grass. It's like, look at the picture. Oh, that's it. It's like, dude, hit play. Oh, now I see the difference. Oh, that was the friggin' point of the presentation. It was showing that it moves smoother and higher frame rates with the same fidelity as fidelity mode. My goodness. And like I said, it's old game, but it's remastered, but it's showing a difference of the thing. Let's hear what they say.
At 1440p here at 60 FPS, I counted 4 or 5 frames. They all counted it at 1440p, which is
Wait,
actually
watching
the
our
same
ass? What's going on here?
as the PS5 in its performance mode. And the nice thing here is that PSSR is pretty easy for us to pixel count the components section.
Dude, the fuck are these screenshots? Yo, Digital Foundry, you friggin' sus.
Great ass.
What the hell is this? What pixel you counting, bitch?
Great circle is
Yo, what are these screen caps? The hell are we doing here? What the fuck is that? What the hell? What are they doing? He's like, let me count the pixels of her ass. What the fuck is going on here? Holy shit! What the hell's going on, Digital Digital Foundry. Oh, man, I got an interview in Digital Foundry. What's going on here? I got an interview with them. Digital Foundry. What are you doing over here? What are you doing? Where is it? Where's my interview with Digital Foundry? What the hell's going on? They zoomed in. Digital Foundry.
I'm not a pervert. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a pervert.
Digital Foundry exclusive interview.
Not too hard to find those numbers. But critically, because the PS5 in its 1440p here at 60 FPS, I counted 4 or 5 frames. They all counted it at 1440p, which is actually the same resolution as the PS5 in its performance mode. And the nice thing here is that PSSR is pretty easy for us to pixel count at the moment, so it's actually not too hard to find those numbers.
Why are you pixel of all the videos? This is what you're pixel counting?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
I'm not a pervert.
Damn, Digital Foundry. He's like, my job's boring. I'm going to count the pixels of a race. Holy shit.
But critically...
But what? But? What are we doing here?
Because the PS5 in its performance mode is using a bilinear or maybe bicubic upscale from 1440p to 4K, it's not giving you any extra detail, whereas the PS5 Pro is upsampling that 1440p to 4K, kind of like DLSS's quality mode. It's doing a very good job of that. It looks very similar to a native 4K render, like you can see in the side-by-sides here. So I think it's a very effective and probably fairly typical kind of upgrade that I think we will see a fair bit of on PS5 Pro, and it is a very good upgrade for sure.
Interesting. So, Alex, let's have some conjecture here. The same resolution, but it's not really, because that's not really the way reconstruction techniques work, right? You're not dealing with a singular base resolution. There's a lot more to it, right?
Yeah, well, so there's the things you have to consider here too. PSSR is going to have its own cost in frame time to essentially get the image up to 4K, and usually that cost is just a function of the.
He's like, no, we got to go back. He goes, I got to go back and I got to analyze that ass.
Great ass.
Dude, listen, I don't want to hear shit from DF. All right? Stop it. Where am I stopping off? Listen. Stop. We are comparing upscalers and this bootleg. Stop it. Show the video and move on. All this conjecture, all this shit. They're like, well, it's like DLSS, but it's not FSR and fuck. No, why are we here comparing upscalers? That's what we're doing here now. I don't give a shit. I don't care. We're not going to talk about no goddamn tools at this place. There's no fucking tools. We only got the tool man. That's all. We got all the tools we need. We got tool man. Shout out to tool man in the chat. We don't need any more tools. I don't need to compare upscalers. Well, it's like FSR, which means fucking shit. And then it's like DLSS, which means dick licking. And then we have pisser. Get the fuck all your upscalers. How, what I don't understand, Grinders, is like we are now comparing upscaling technology when goddamn 7 years ago we were making fun of checkerboard rendering. And it was about true 4K and not native 4K and true 4K and checkerboard rendering. And people were hyping up native. We have regressed and now we're hyping up upscalers. We got FSR, which is fucking shit. We got DLSS, is dick licking. And then we got pisser from Sony. This is what we're talking about. We got all this upscaling and AI horse shit. I don't give a fuck. I want to use the two things I was bought with. My eyeball right and eyeball left. Fuck all your shit. They were going, well, no, it's checkerboard. Boo, boo. We want native. No, it's true 4K. Xbox is selling us true. How do we go backwards? We were talking about native 4K with these bitch asses, 3080, 3090s. Now we're talking about who got the better upscalers. Get the fuck out of this bullshit. I don't don't want to hear shit about upscalers. I want to see what it can do. And if Sony can't show it, then we're in trouble. And they don't get the money then. But man, Digital Foundry, I don't know what. They're like, well, it's comparable to the upscaling. The guy's zooming in on asses.
Between overloading the GPU and the CPU on the PS5 that the Xbox Series X doesn't have, for example.
Oh, here we
and
go again.
If they wanted...
Dude, this is what I'm going to tell you. See this screen right here? Xbox Series X don't have any shit that looks like this. That's what I'm going to tell you right there. There you go. I don't even know why Xbox is even talking about it.
Keep the frame rate high at 60 at all times, it makes sense to not just run everything flat out. They want to, I would say, reserve power for the parts when they might need them at different points in the story.
Shit, Digital Foundry, what are we doing? What scenes are they covering, man? What are they, the Digital Foundry hub? Holy shit, Digital Foundry. There's like a billion different scenes in The Last of Us. They got asses and they got shirts taken off.
I'm not a pervert.
I feel like there's a couple of conjecture reasons here we can throw out as to why it's still 1440p internally. But I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is the image quality. And generally, it's close enough and better in some aspects to the native 4K presentation from Fidelity Mode, which is kind of why machine learning-based reconstruction is great, right?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what Cerny said? Isn't that what Cerny said? We're going to achieve fidelity look with performance modes. So you don't have to choose between something that looks sharp on fidelity mode. Do I have to get my fucking Cerny out? Cerny got to come out here? Now, let me tell you something, you perverted Digital Foundry. I said in my show that there's a choice of fidelity and performance. And now, with the PS5 Pro, you don't need to choose. You will get the fidelity modes, but you'll get them at better frame rates. And we achieve this by three things that I call the Big Three. It is our higher GPU that gives us the power of giving more graphical fidelity at the frame rates we desire. The second is our ray tracing that can utilize the extra GPU and upscaling to add ray tracing to our performance modes. And then the final is the PISA. The PSSSD, no, not SSD, the SSR, which is our proprietary AI technology that is built into the PS5 Pro. With the Big Three, we're able to give you fidelity graphics with performance frames. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thank you. Oh shit, they got Cerny cussing. They got Cerny cussing now. That's exactly what the guy said in 9 minutes. That's it. That's it. That's what the guy said. Thank you, Cerny, for getting in here. I know. We're on our way to 3,000. Thank you, Cerny. I know. Imagine who I'm going to be able to get in here at 3,000 subscribers. I don't know. I already got Cerny. It's incredible. The access that I have. Dude just gave a live re-performance of his 9-minute speech explaining this stuff. I don't know why Digital Foundry got to go 2 hours to explain what Cerny talked about in 8 minutes. That the guy said. That's all he said. He didn't talk about APUs and fucking gigahertz and teraflop. He didn't say shit. They didn't even release the specs. And you got them talking about it matches this GPU and this GPU and there's stuff in here that there's nothing. Shut up. It's all conjecture. It's all conjecture. They need to show more. Stop. And stop using still frames to show differences, people.
So yeah, it's kind of like the whole point of the exercise really is that, the emergence of DLSS on PC has basically meant the concept of what your base internal resolution is versus what actually hits your eyeballs is quite different at this point.
Oh my god. Let's see Ratchet and Clank. Let's see this one they zoomed in.
Talking about here. So when I show images of Ratchet, I have tweaked the PC version's images to be more similar to the PlayStation 5 Pro footage we have. But technically, I think if you were playing the game, it would look quite different. And if you see any differences, that's just because I'm trying to approximate the look of the footage, not because there's actually a difference in color there. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. That's good. Ratchet and Clank. Now, I think this is really interesting because we just had now T-Loop where it's kind of taking that, has reduced settings for a variety of areas, and then using PSSR to bring that up to 4K. And that's kind of what we're getting here. So if you put it next to like the Ultra PC version and these shots that I have here, you'll see that like there's reduced crowd density. The LOD in the distance is lower.
So let's take a system with unlimited power and compare it to unreleased PS5 Pro. Thank you, Ghost in the Garage Gaming. Certainly, it was a special guest. He had enough of it. He had enough. So I already see the differences. Oh, we got more people in the, because this is exactly what I'm going to do in the game. I got more people in the crowd. Look, there's white dots over here on this thing. There's fucking the dots. What else we got? Now, what's weird is actually, I see these trees over here look better than these trees. Oh, shit. And actually, this back here is clearer than there. That is blurrier. Depth of field? I don't know.
There's like more geometric edges you can see there.
Listen, the PS5 Pro will not beat a PC. Holy shit on me. Stop it. Did Mark Cerny come out there and say, we're gonna kick the shit out of the PCs with my PS5 Pro? I built it to destroy what's on the market. No, that was never the claim. It wasn't claimed to eat monsters for breakfast and bitches for brunch. It wasn't claimed to eliminate loading screens. It wasn't claimed to have 8K. They didn't say the most incredible pixels. It didn't say fake loading screens and we're eliminating the. I heard that today, but not from Cerny. So here we go. Let's take the unlimited power. You could turn off this, turn on this, zoom in on that ass. We could do all this shit to try to get a comparable vision to what they're doing.
There's no background depth of field. That's something that the PlayStation 5 version, its performance mode cut out, that was interestingly not able to be toggled on PC as an option. So there are some other things there too, as well as the fact that post-processing, and I don't think this is also an option on PC, is quarter resolution. And you can see that sometimes when, like an effect.
Quarter resolution? Why are those balloons in the back blurry and the other ones aren't?
Performance mode, crowd density.
Like, I don't know if you've seen this on the stream, but
crowd
like
density, the LOD
that whole
in the
background is all blurry. Is that good or bad? Is that like depth of field? Is that what that is?
You can see there. There's no background depth of field. That's something that the PlayStation 5 version, its performance mode cut out. That was interestingly not able to be.
So yes, the depth of field, because
the LOD in the distance is lower. There's like more geometric edges you can see there. There's no background depth of field. That's something that the PlayStation 5 version, its performance mode.
So there's no depth of field. That's why these are blurry and these are clearer. Okay.
Not able to be.
Yeah, but that's depth of field. That's extra pizzazz. This is what I mean. Like, where on PC, you could turn on and off anything that you want to if you have a capable machine. They're funneling this whole thing like, it's so ridiculous. Look, just look at the bottom. It says PS5 Pro, and then look, this guy got 4K, DLA Max, RATO, LMFAO, and RT Ray Trace shadows off. Why? What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose? We got 4K, DLA Max, LAFMAO, RTAO, AAAO, RT shadows off, and PlayStation 5 Pro. What are you doing? What value does this provide?
Toggled on PC as an option. So there are some other things there too, as well as the fact that post-processing, and I don't think this is also an option on PC, is quarter resolution. And you can see that sometimes when like an effect pops on screen really quickly and it's all of a sudden the game looks really jagged, even though the rest of the scene doesn't look that way. Oliver noted it when like he's coming out of the portal, and I noted it as one time, like right as he like uses that lasso tether to get into a portal, everything looked 720p all of a sudden. I was like, what? And it's like, no, that's quarter res of the real internal resolution at that moment, which is 1440p. Okay, so there's that. So it's not the like ultra settings, it's not the fidelity mode settings.
This is what happens when you don't send Digital Foundry to go out and play with magnets. You know? This is when they just get the game footage and they just start taking videos and just doing some weird ass shit with it. But with the Xbox Series X, they were out there eating lunch with Gandalf, bootleg Gandalf, and eating the fucking cereal, and then playing with the magnets. And they go, this is a wonderful device. It's done wonderful. 1 million views.
The, performance mode PS5 settings brought up to 4K using PSSR.
Oh my God, I'm done with this. Let's see what they say with Alan Wake.
I don't know what they could port over to PlayStation 5 Pro.
That would cause some issues with the SSR
Dude,
there.
looking
and
at
you would
people's
see
asses.
some huge breakup, and there isn't like a really accurate cube map reflection usually in Alan Wake 2 to fall back.
Let's see Horizon.
Next game we really want to talk about is Horizon.
I'm not sure why. Oliver loaded up the PlayStation 5 version, and you saw something similar, right?
Yeah.
So dumbfounded. Glitch! Just call it glitch and move on.
I have some speculations on it, basically. In part because initially I was trying to find pixel edges. And now after my 1 day of pixel counting PSSR, I feel like I have a decent handle on it. So I'd been counting PSSR for a couple hours, and I went on to Horizon, and I was having a very hard time trying to find those pixel edges. And I think because of the way that Mark Cerny in particular frames this title, and because of the image resolve, which is a little bit smoother, like Alex said, it is very smooth, but it's also absent of some
this game is pretty
image
incredible,
effects
dude.
we often see with other kinds of upsampling solutions, or just TA in general. I think it's probably not using PSSR. And if you compare PS5 and Pro here in the one shot that I did manage to scrounge together with the PS5 in its performance mode, which is an 1800p checkerboard resolution, the detail is definitely higher on PS5 Pro. It's resolving more detail in the hair in his shirt, more of the skin texture. It's got cleaner edge detail. The scene lighting is also a little bit different. Like Alex said, there's that difference in the shadows, which is a little bit
Josh,
weird,
you got to play the
but
DLC.
it is a cinematic shot, so it's hard to be super certain about that one. Personally, I think it's probably, if I had to guess, a 4K checkerboard, which would comport with the PS5 version and its 4K checkerboarded balanced mode. That's my suspicion. I can't say for certain, obviously. We'll need to see the final game. We'll need to examine those edges a little bit more.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
the point, did Mark Cerny say in the video that we are turning up the native resolution of everything? The PS5 Pro gives us the ability to achieve closer to native 4K. Did I miss that statement? Did I miss something in there that he said that everything's going to get a resolution bump? Like natively? Like this is like, I don't understand the purpose of this thing. Like they're doing their check and they're saying like, oh, the resolutions are the same, but they look sharper. It's like, yeah, piss on you, pisser. That's what upscaling's doing. It's taking the same resolution but making it sharper. Listen, I don't think this is enough. I don't think this is enough. Like I think this is all they got right now, and I really think that Sony just needs to just do their fucking shit and show new stuff and just stop this shit, dude.
To him was the fact that the RT reflections appear to be quarter res of output. So it looked like they were 1080p internally, and any of the metallic edges especially will show the internal resolution.
I want to see them zoom in on friggin' the Hellblade's ass and count some pixels. Dude, this idiot trying to figure out resolutions of friggin' reflections and shadows. Meanwhile, they gotta say, like I said, oh my God, grinders. Like I said, they're zooming in on goddamn all these friggin' things, and all they gotta do is just see this. This is it. What the fuck is going on in Xbox? Digital Foundry, I got some content for you. Why don't you go interview Xbox Phil? He's been touring the world, and you can say, Phil, where is performance mode on the Series X? We're Digital Foundry. Why is there no performance mode on the Series X? According to your architecture, there should be something. But nah. No, Digital Foundry won't do that fucking Digital Foundry work. Say, where's Hellblade 2's performance mode because of the architect? Dude, that's a simple question. No screenshot or ass zoom-ins needed. Like I said, I'm giving everybody free goddamn... I'll give you... You'll have months of content with asking this question in an interview. Please. If you want a credit, give me some credit my way. Hit that subscribe button. I'm giving people that's all you're gonna ask that question. Digital Foundry, you're bamboozled, flabbergasted, glitches. Meanwhile, they're zooming straight up that ass, colonoscopy style, going, the pixels here are only 900p. But when Xbox is stuttering all over the fucking place, they're like, oh, we're bamboozled, we're flabbergasted. What's this?
Ray tracing. And that is a
We're
thing
so confused.
That's common to a
they zoom
lot
out
of
on Xbox games.
Upscaling techniques.
They zoom straight up.
You'll definitely see it in
goddamn Last of Us' ass.
Also in DLSS, less so on the edges, but more on the internal detail with DLSS.
Holy shit!
Some breakup in the RT.
On Xbox, they fucking pull out 300%. They go, it looks great to me. Looking like watching from a fucking treetop. It looks wonderful to me. On PlayStation, they get the fucking monocle out. They're like this, the 400p. Zoom in. Zooming straight on asses and cheeks. Oh, shit. What is this? There you go. Digital Foundry, where the real money's made on that bullshit. I don't even know where they went anymore. Holy shit. Digital Foundry, fucking, that's where the real money for the games are made. Zoom in. That's got to be the funniest thumbnail ever. The thumbnail is funny as shit.
I've got to say, what I can't do is remove the stutter from the PC version. You can see it in the cutscene here.
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, who? What, you can't remove the stutter in the PlayStation, in the PC version?
The reason that's there is that some of the settings on PlayStation 5 are like hybrids of medium or high. So in that scenario, we've gone with the higher setting. Yeah. So with that, I've got to say, what I can't do is remove the stutter from the PC version. You can see it in the cutscene here. And there might be various other stutters throughout the clips here because I think it's still got shader compilation issues so far on from launch, which is pretty shocking. Elden Ring PC, still not a great port. Anyway.
Whoa. That's an interview right there. Why don't you figure that shit out, Digital Foundry? Why don't you interview the devs and say, why is Digital Foundry, why is Elden Ring fucked up on PC? There's an interview for you. There's a video.
Now, generally, in a lot of the clips, I'm finding that the 6800's like 30 to 35% faster than the PlayStation 5, but that's typically because of VSync. We're capped effectively to 60.
Oh my God.
And it's kind of came to a head the other day when I did a video with Destin on IGN.
Oh no, Dusty being rubbed off
he
on
was
him.
asking me this question directly, and I said,
Dusty,
well, you've
no.
got to start with a GPU that has the features of the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the closest equivalent at the moment, I would say, is the RTX 4070. What I should say is that the 4070, I believe, has more raw GPU performance than the PS5 Pro. I do think it's over 45% faster than the base PlayStation 5. So we're talking about a downclocked 4070. And then you've got to scale all of the extra.
Yo. Good guy be talking that. Now it's a downclocked 47. Holy shit. How do
gone cold and you made Xbox lose their way with Halo? Stinky tears and spreading gold, trash finger strikes again.
Holy shit. Now it's a 4070, but it's a downscaled 4070. Holy stop. Like insane. Why do they think this adds value to anything? It makes no friggin' sense at all. Like, the only thing it does, it just keeps people's expectations in check. But why are you comparing? Do you even know what the model number, like 4070s and 4080s? If you care so much about those, then get a PC. The PlayStation's never going to be there. And those weren't the claims that were made by PlayStation. There's some crazy people that think that stuff. But all I'm going to tell you is the fact. If you want to play their games day one in the best possible place and way to play, there's only one answer for you. That's it. The PlayStation 5 Pro. If you want to play Wolverine day one in the best place it could be played at that time and not miss out and wait till whenever the fuck it comes out on PC, and you could sit there and wait of a game that you really want to play, then you got one answer. No other option. And that's the answer. You want to play the next game from Naughty Dog day one, no compromises, the best place it could be played, bar none. It's there. That's it. Fuck your zoom ins, 300%, 400%. Who's upscaling is better. That's why the games matter. Where you play your games matters. Don't listen to Phil. That's why it matters. And Sony, like I said, you're able to have Digital Foundry do all this shit because you put your games on PC. Now you could have these comparisons. Guess what? If Ratchet was never on PC, Digital Foundry just lost an hour's worth of content. So Sony, you go fuck around and find out you want to put more shit on PC. You'll find out if nobody buys the Pro and they're like, I'll just get a PC. You'll find out. That's why the games matter. And that's why new games are going to matter. Who gives a shit at zooming in at 1,000% on Ratchet's ass? I played it already. Zooming in on Ellie's ass, counting pixels. We need to move forward. This technology was asked for by developers. Start showing your shit, developers. All right? You run your mouth. You want more power? Then don't give me no fucking goo goo gaga shit. Show me why you made Cerny make you more power. That's what Cerny said. We talked to devs. They want more stuff to imagine their vision. Well, show your shit then. I'm sick of this fucking speculation shit. This whole like counting pixels, all this stuff. It's fucking ridiculous. And let's not go into the realm of goddamn tools and Xbox stuff when they were clamoring over everything that this thing was going to sell everything. And look how that bit them in the ass. So if you're doing that with the PlayStation 5 Pro, cut it out and wait. We haven't seen enough to really say the power of this thing or what this can do. My thing is, it's incredible that Horizon Forbidden West looks as good as it does running on a PlayStation and doing its thing. That was pretty crazy. And the DLC was friggin' awesome. And I thought there was rumors that I thought Digital Foundry had the PlayStation 5 Pro in their hand. They're doing the same shit that we're doing, except they got a machine that runs the videos. And now they're going to talk about, is it a good deal relative to PC? Clowns upon clowns.
Blastoma in my left eye.
Clowns of clowns. I'm not even watching them anymore. How can you answer that? They're bamboozled and flabbergasted. When stuttering happens on PC, they blame, oh, it's a bad port. When trees and leaves are missing, it's a glitch. But now you're going to have a definitive thing like, is it comparable to PC? You're going to make an answer on that. The press gets it in October. That's when we see it. Left eye. Exactly. Compressed video, too. I don't even know. Did they get raw footage, Lucci? I don't even know. And shout out to Lucci, man. He sends me a bunch of new stuff. See if I grab anything from there, man. But it's just like the speculation, the damage control, the stuff. If you listen here, let me save you some time. Don't even engage. Don't even engage. And don't oversell the power of this thing and what its capabilities are until we see it. Do yourself a favor. Because I don't think Sony did show a lot. They shown enough to say, like, hey, there's some sort of difference. But is it enough? I don't think so. And PC gaming is in its own realm. And it is what it is. And if you want to deal with all that, there you go. You want to deal with going back between a controller and a keyboard, and then you boot up a game and it asks you, can we access through your firewall? Can we access the web, the internet? And then you got to go get your mouse, and then you got to click on that. And then you could bring your controller, then your controller doesn't work, and you got to remember, oh shit, I got to launch it from Steam to get my Epic Game Store, because Epic doesn't work with a wireless controller unless you boot it through Steam. You got to make sure you set up the executable in Steam in order for Epic to boot up, and then you can play your Epic games with a controller wirelessly. Oh, and then some games like Warhammer don't work wirelessly with your PlayStation controller. It only works wired, but then it does work with Xbox wireless. You want to fuck with that shit? Do it. But those are the things that people don't tell you about. All right? That's the shit that deals with PC. You want to do it? Deal with it. All right? And then playing the game, oh, look, the main screen's running 60 frames. Then open up a new environment and it drops down to 43. And you're like, oh, shit. Pause. Let's go to the menu. Let's change the settings. Okay, wait, maybe I'll drop the resolution. Shit, let me drop the quality of the DLSSR or the FSR. Let me drop that down to performance. Maybe I'll do ultra performance, get a couple of frames. Because you were playing at 55 frames, 60 frames, and all of a sudden, here comes a new area. You were indoors at 60 frames, then you went outdoors, and oops, now your frame rate drops to 53%, 53 and 50. Now you got to go in and change your quality mode. Now you can't run quality mode in this. You want to keep going? I'll fucking keep going. There are benefits. You get it at Steam. You get great sales. Steam is the best thing about it because Steam tries to make it as console-fied as possible. That's why people love Steam. It has a community. It has the mods. It has Steam Big Picture. Epic says, fuck you. Epic Store sucks. Steam is the best thing because what Steam does, it console-fies PC. That's what it does. Steam puts all your shit in one area. It does big picture where you can use your controller to control and shut off and get booted back into things and change settings and control configurations, all without touching a keyboard. So why do you love Steam? Come on now. Merc, don't deny it, Merc. It sounds like hard. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm saying that it's a fact that you got to do that shit. And people don't want to do that shit. So that's what it is. It's not that it's hard. It's just another thing you got to do. That people go, oh, you just play a game. Yeah, you can play it. It's not hard. I learned it. I do it. I do it all the time. That's how I know. I'm not talking on my ass. That's exactly my experience. I'm just doing it. Yes, I've been playing Warhammer. Doesn't work with wireless. But Steam does make it a lot easier. The only problem is not everybody's Steam. But the thing is that what I'm trying to say is it's a different world. It shouldn't be fucking comparable. So stop making it comparable. It's a different world. That's the difference. I'm not blowing it up. Dude, that's exactly what it is. How am I stating exactly what I just experienced doing that stuff? How's that blowing it up? I had to do all that stuff. And Warhammer is pretty damn optimized too. Heaven forbid you're playing Wukong or some goddamn Unreal 5 game. But that's exactly what I had to do. See, but you want me to shut up and not say about it? Merc, that's exactly what I had to do. I'm blowing it up. Oh, you saying I'm being negative when I'm telling the facts of exactly what I experienced and what I needed to do to get my game to function just under 60 frames. And that's on a 4070. See? You want me to be quiet. It sounds similar to what the Xbox guys wanted me to do when I told about the facts of Xbox. That's exactly what you do. But we gotta make it sunshine and rainbows? Dude, that's all the caveats that come with that. And people want to know what you got to deal with. And that's on every game. You can't just set it and forget it. You know, I have to set different settings in Fortnite. You know, I got to, and now also with this scaling, with this all this PSR and FSR and DLSS, that's another thing too. Some games don't have FSR 3. And then if you don't have an AMD GPU, you can't use FSR. So if it doesn't have, if it only supports DLSS, which is NVIDIA's thing, then you don't have any kind of upscaling. The difference is that now with upscaling, you could run the game in 1440p, but then you could change the upscaling to render it at a lower resolution to get you better frames. So you're really not playing the game in 1440p. It's displaying it at 1440p, but it's upscaling to 1440p because the resolution that it's running in, if you choose performance, quality, ultra performance, it's running it at like 1.7 less, 1.5 less, so you could play with the native resolution so that it upscales it to 1440p. That's how all that works. FSR works on NVIDIA cards. There were games that I played that do that FSR 3? NVIDIA cards are the better way to go. I do have another one, but I'm just telling you, the thing is that the scaling of this stuff, these are all different things that you got to do to get the game to get the game optimal. Now, if you just want to run the game, a lot of times you can just run the game with what you have. But if you want those frames and you want the value out of that stuff, there is a lot of tweaking that you got to do. There's tweaking you got to do. But, you know, this whole resolution thing is that you're really not playing natively anyway. You got to mess around with the resolutions and stuff like that. And resolution is probably the best thing to do because you could do all those other things like shadows and all that other stuff. And there's some that are more intensive and stuff. Yeah, but NVIDIA's upscaling is light times better than AMD's. AMD's is freaking garbage. That's why even this PSSR, it's built off of AMD stuff. That's not even in their friggin' AMD cards. NVIDIA can't be top. NVIDIA is the best. AMD is good for like little, you know, for battery saving and things like that. Yeah, but Merc, that's if you could run it at native resolutions. It's nice to run on native resolutions, but sometimes you may not get the frames you want, especially if you want to run them over 60. It's going to be hard to run a lot of games in native resolutions unless you just got pure brute power and running in 4090s. It's tough to try to just pump out native resolution if you don't have the overhead for it. That's why people want to get, if they just want native resolutions, yeah, you need the power to do that stuff. And you could do it in some games and do it or not. Like in Contra, yeah, I blew that thing up 4K, woohoo, loving it, 120 frames, yeah, Contra. But not doing that in Warhammer though. So, and again, I'm not trying to deter people from PC gaming. I'm saying that they're two different worlds. Like they're two different things. Like there are definitely overlap and things like that, and there's benefits to both. Like I enjoyed playing on PC. I like the options. I like that kind of stuff. But it is something different. It's something different experience that some people don't want. And that should be understandable. Just like there's some people that don't want to deal with PC, and there's people that don't want to be held back by console. There's no one size fits all for everybody. That's the thing. There is no one size fits all. But Digital Foundry is trying to make it like get this or this. And when you're talking about $700, all that stuff, even Merck's saying like with native and it'll run this, most likely a $700 build of a PC, you're not going to be even talking about those kind of resolutions. So what are we comparing then? Because when I look at what Digital Foundry is comparing to a PS5 Pro, they're comparing a 4090 rig that's turning off things here and there. Why don't you compare a $700 build one? Because that's the thing that I've been seeing. It's crazy. $700, you're not even in the same ballpark. You got to at least go over thousands to get some comparable type of stuff. That's the thing. We're comparing 4080s and 4090s to the PS5 Pro. But that's not the bills that people are making. You could get a PC for $700. So you're really not comparing apples to apples because a 4090 is not living in a $700 PC build. So what is the discussion then? Is the Pro equivalent to just a GPU on its own? Or don't buy a Pro like what Dusty Bin was doing. Don't buy a Pro, get a PC instead. Well, you're not getting the same price to performance at that price. So what is the message then? All right, so don't spend $700 on a Pro, but go build a PC for $1,500 if you want to get something maybe approaching something like that. But $700, the bills, you can just get a PC for $700. Yeah, you can, but you're not getting the performance that you're getting out of the console for $700, so it's not comparable. So all those clowns running around saying just buy a PC for $700 is silly. However, if you're looking at $700 and you're around, when you're up there in price, a PC may be a consideration because you can game pretty damn well on PCs as you're approaching to $1,000 and stuff like that. You're in there. You're not at a low cost at $400 and looking at PCs at $1,000. As consoles are going up, you're actually approaching that stuff. So now and if you want to spend more money to do that stuff. But, the one narrative is that it's a 4070, and the other one is that you could just build a PC for $700 for the price of the Pro, and it's like, well, wait a second. We're not comparing the same thing. And that's why I think this whole thing has been a friggin' nightmare. This has been stupid. And I think Sony just needs to just show the games that can only be played on their console because that's a simple response. And I remember saying this back in the day of the Xbox. I was like, the problem that Xbox is going to have by putting their stuff on PC is that now you're always going to have a better version of your game regardless of your console. And Sony's seeing that now. There's going to be a better version of no matter what Pro, PS6, PS7, whatever Sony does, there will always be a better version of Ratchet & Clank because of unlimited power of the PC. That's it. And that's when you fuck around and find out. The games matter. If this is the only play to play your games the best, that has much more value than that. No matter how many PS versions you come out with, the 8, the 9, the 10, there will always be a better version of Ratchet & Clank because it's on PC at unlimited power. So if that's what you want to try to sell, like I said, this whole thing that they're doing now is a different beast than what was the PS4. The PS4 Pro, the only place to play those games was on the PlayStation. Now you have Digital Foundry going out there comparing the friggin' game to PC because that's where it's played the best. It's going to be real hard to sell a little bit of tweaks and upscaling on the PS5 Pro for Ratchet & Clank when it is played out on 4090 and could be shown at the best it ever could be. That's why Sony fuck arounds and find out. That's why what they shown was not enough. And that's the problem that they have right now. That's why they got to show new stuff like the showcase that I showed you of what could be played only on PlayStation, on the Pro, and on the PS5. Showing a little bit of upscaling and a little fucking tweak and some balloons are clear in the background is not going to do it because you put those games that you showed on PC and they're going to be played best over there. So you fuck around and found out. So maybe the reception is not that great because you're showing little, if that was the only place to play it, then maybe you got away with it. You didn't have this problem with the Pro. The PS5 Pro, you're going to have this problem because you want to go put your stuff on PC. Well, it's going to be hard to sell the little tweaks and clarities and bumps and all this other stuff because you're really betting on them being separate audiences. However, when you're up there in that price, I think you got to put more proof in the pudding. And I don't know, you know? And then, hey, if it's day and date somewhere and then things like that, that's another whole caveat. That's why I said, man, it's the games, dude. It is the friggin' games. Exclusives matter. If you still give a shit about your console and that guy, what did he say? To wrap it up with this whole thing. Like I said, I've been leaning into PC gaming. I enjoy it, but there's a lot of caveats to it. It's a lot of tweaking, a lot of stuff. But when you get it, man, it's great. And I got my other one put on the projector. Oh, and yeah, I'll give you a tip. Here's another tip. Anybody wants to do some PC stuff, download, I think, how long is this app? What is the name of this app? This thing is friggin' awesome. It's called Bluetooth. What is it called? Bluetooth keyboard, right? I downloaded it on my Android phone. Dude, I could use you use as a mouse, gyroscope, and basically you can control your PC from the couch. So I'm using that in combination with a controller to kind of console-fy while I'm playing the PC on the big screen. So there's a tip for you. It's called Bluetooth Keyboard. I think it was like a $4 app, a $3 app, but it's friggin' awesome. And it kind of makes the PC, like if you don't want to play at a desk, which, you know, I was at a desk all friggin' day today. And now I feel like, you know, I would love the game, but I don't want to sit at a desk again. I go play on my, I can sit back and do it there. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've been messing around with it. Bluetooth keyboard, I think it's called on the Android store. I don't know on Apple. But, you know, one of the things here, this guy, this is what I mean. And this is the stuff. Like I said, Sony, you know, when you're up there in that price, you gotta, you're teetering real close. Like, I don't know if this is overconfident, Sony. I don't know what it is. No, it's not Bluetooth keyboard. I use remote mouse. Like Kill Steel uses remote mouse. Yeah. It's pretty. Yeah. This one worked out really well. Like you could do you can even do like a keyboard, like a keyboard shortcut or something like that. You could even do Control, Delete, all those other things too, as well. Exactly, Wild Wolf. Astro Bot is a perfect example of only games matter. Because you got to think about it too. Yeah, I know Hooked on Jar. I did that, but the thing is that the DualSense doesn't work sometimes on a lot of things, and the DualSense doesn't work on Warhammer wirelessly. I did find a cool controller online for that's an X input that kind of works on everything. Plus, I've been doing a lot of my retro gaming stuff too, which has been pretty awesome. I gotta show you guys something else. I got a light gun. I was playing. Oh man, I didn't even tell you this thing. Side note, I was playing Duck Hunt. I got this light gun. I ordered Sinden light gun. I got it from Europe, plugged it into my computer, and I've been messing around with the friggin' light gun games. Holy crap. Thing's awesome. Sinden light gun. I might have to do something for the members. I'll let you guys check this thing out. Dude, I was playing that. I played Terminator. Yo, it's awesome. It's like the arcade in the house. There you go. I got the arcade. It's like Grind and Busters. But yeah, yo, Duck Hunt, man. I haven't played that in freaking eons. With a light gun. And it has recoil too. It's like pew, pew, pew. Very cool. Called the Sinden light gun. I mean, House of the Dead 2. Dude, I'm telling you, like, that's the PC shit. It's awesome. And I think PlayStation and PC complement each other. Even Nintendo. Like, I do think that they complement each other for different needs. And this whole, like, get this, don't get this, like, it's just cut it out. Like, I think there's needs for them. They're different enough. They're different enough that it's not the end of the world if you game on both or three of them. That's the thing. Xbox, they're relevant. That's a problem. Oh, VR gun stock. Well, like, that's what it is. Like, I'm not here, but this thing here, so he wrote this thing at the end. This is a little bonus here. So he goes here, the CEO and head of the platform business, Hideki Nishino, hope we don't get no Nishino-ness, and I probably said his name wrong, so everybody yell at me in the chat, will continue to develop content for PC, but home consoles is the core of their business. All right. FAFO. Yeah, exactly, JC. The pocket watching is ridiculous. All that stuff. Like I said, let me see if I missed anybody. Okay, now I got everybody there. I think that with mobile, there are many games that have ads, and PCs are difficult to set up. With PlayStation, you experience the content you purchase as soon as you turn it on. Okay. We're trying to increase our overall share of the game market by developing content for PC as well. There's no doubt that home consoles will be the core of our business, but by offering titles for platforms other than home consoles, we'll reach a wider range of customers. All right. All right, man. FAFO, Sony. Maybe that Cerny presentation is not hitting as hard as you would like it because the games that you've shown, a lot of them were already playable on PC. This is the problem that you have. You're talking at both sides of your mouth. They want their cake and eat it too. That's the problem. They want their cake and eat it too. They want us to maximize the sales on PlayStation's the best, and then they want to go poke at the neighbor's house, but still have a family when they come back. Go as Phil. He broke up the house. And then sometimes it don't work that way. All right, I'm just going next door, poke at the neighbors. I'll come back and then we'll have a wonderful dinner. No. You go, don't get upset when you come back and the family's not here. Watch it, Hidekiness. Because you're saying it's the core of your business, but then you go and say, well, we want a wider range of customers. Grow your fucking platform, you clown. Because you're going to fuck around and find out, dude. It's going to be hard to sell pixel peepers when it's already playable everywhere else. That's why. They got to hit reset. They got to hit reset, dude. Because exactly, that's right, Impatient. The problem they have right now is that exactly what Digital Foundry was doing. They got to take every majority of those Sony franchises, run them on 4090s, and have to tailor them down. And it makes the PS5 Pro not look like a big movement in a real nice piece of hardware. It makes it look minimal. Oh, we had to take the 4090. I had to turn on this and FAFO and all this other shit. I had to turn it all down to get it to look like the PS5 Pro. Dude, they're making your PS5 Pro look like a bitch. And that's because you put your game over there. And now they can run it on a 4090 and take away things to make it look like your $700 beast. Now, in the console world, that might be a big deal, but in the technical world, your PS5 Pro not looking too strong because they're taking things away. And the reason why is because those games are playable on the most powerful machine. So good luck trying to sell. That's why I said you cannot sell little up-res shit and performance boosts of games that are already over on PC. Because PC is, you can't. That sales pitch falls flat on its face. You got to show shit that's nowhere else. Running the best, at the best frame rates and the highest resolutions that you could produce, and that's the only place to play it. That's how you leverage that shit. So where the fuck's that show? That's the problem. And Dopey Bassett over here is going to fuck around and find out. Trust me. They'll see. They'll realize when they push the PC button too hard and now the movement of the console is slowing down. They'll find out and they'll see. Like I said, if they accelerate that stuff, ultimate power is the way to go. And they're going to destroy themselves just like our good friends on the green. So let's see if they learn. We don't hear them learning. We'll see. Yeah, see? The Unknown says the PS5 Pro ain't selling half the PS4 Pro. Exactly. The problem is Unknown, is that the games are playable elsewhere. And I remember back in the day, I had the same problems. Like, how the hell is Xbox going to sell a more powerful console when I could play Gears 4 right now in 4K on my PC with a 980 or something? I had 980 Ti. It's going to be really hard to distinguish the difference or the need to upgrade your console when you could see the game always running better somewhere else. And I'm not trying to tell you not to buy a PS5 Pro. I'm just saying the situation that Sony is in. And I do think that Sony, and I'm not here telling anybody to do whatever they want. Buy a computer, buy a PS5 Pro. I'm getting a PS5 Pro. And I play on PC. I'm excited for new tech. But I do think Sony needs to kind of flex. I've been saying this for a long time now. And now games matter. And showing the games and the modes that come with those games. That's what they need to do. That's ultimately what they need to do. And they're releasing even games on day and date. Like, and maybe Concord changes their mind. Because and it shows again, just by spamming, just by putting your place in more people's hands doesn't guarantee success. That's right, Mark. It'll never win. It was never going to win. That's why I can't even understand, that clickbait shit that Digital Foundry is trying to do. Because I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to figure out, what's the power of this thing. The fact is that Sony didn't even release the specs of this machine. How the hell do you have a Sony Tech Talk and they didn't release the breakdown of the spec sheet? I agree, Merc. That's the problem that you need. Just show the games that run on PlayStation and how they're best played there. That's the sales pitch. Because that is undeniable. Then there you go. You want to play that game? That's where you got to go. Exclusives matter. For the time, even if they're timed exclusives, because if people really want to play with them, if people really want to play those games, that's where they'll go. Now, if they don't really want to play them and they could wait, then that's fine. But that was never a customer to begin with. So, but we'll see. But they go in this. It just seems like forever, dude. It just seems like forever. And like that show, watching that Sony showcase again with the PS5, man. Oh, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants a holy shit. Where are the new games coming? Look at these incredible things. Let's go. That's all I ever want. Not just from Sony, but from everybody. So, hey, man, this is just how I feel about shit. I'm not telling anybody, I'm not shaming anybody. You don't get the Pro. You don't get a PC. Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. It is what it is. Game where you want a game. Like I said, I think they complement each other. They complement them here. And then that just counts PC, just a whole bunch of stuff. I know, Unknown. I know that first party stuff, man. They're teetering on that water for that extra money that they're getting. It's going to be hard. And it's going to get harder and harder. The more and more they put on PC, the harder and harder it's going to be for them to move consoles. Because they're going to be blending that market together. And once what they thought were two separate individualized markets, if you're going up there in that price range now, you're teetering up there. You're no longer the value thing. Like it's tough. And I'm not saying you can get a PC for equivalent power, but the thing is that when we're talking that high money, if the next one's at even more money, what do I don't know. You got to hope that they know what they're doing. But we will see. They are different markets. Like there's different needs and different things, but it is definitely going to be, we'll see. We will see. But grinders, hit that like button, share it out. This was, I know there wasn't tons of stuff, but we got to talking for a long time because it is just, it's wild out there. So we need to see what's going on. But grinders, hit that like button, share it out. And we are ready to go. More content coming your way. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. And more music coming your way. And also, Ultimate Grinders, you'll be getting your moves. That's right, FAFO. Done. There you go. There you go. And that's what they're going to do. We will see. But I'm interested in the Pro. I'm like I said before, I'm banking on, I want to see what that show is. But goodbye and good night. Thank you again, Grinders. Hit that like button, share it out, and we are rocking. Hopefully you like the new, some new music as they're coming in there, and I'll talk to everybody later. Good night.
Playing games all night long, could it all be going wrong? Series S is just a mess, frames are low in this tight dress. Talking to, it's such a chore, developers they wanted more. Boosted dreams are slipping fast, can this console really last? We need a boost, we need a change. This Xbox Series S, it feels so strange. Frames are dropping, can't you see? Boost our dreams, oh set us free. Hours wasted trying hard, blaming console playing cards. Is this power or a bluff? Xbox Series S, it's looking tough. Developers working late, optimizing, sealing fate. Booster dreams with every patch. Will this console make the match? We need a boost, we need a change. This Xbox Series S, it feels so strange. Frames are dropping, can't you see? Boost our dreams, oh set us free.
25.
It's coming.
25.
It's coming.
What? Together, Bruce, we need it. Together,
On PlayStation.
This is free.
Great searches. We need a boost. We need a change.